You all. Hey, good morning. Welcome, my friends. Welcome. You've stumbled upon, that's right, the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and it's Tom Griswold.
Hey.
The one, the only.
Hello.
He bumped into a lamp again at his different house, I guess.
Same lamp.
Latest update.
Maybe you should move it.
Okay, it's one of those things you on the wall by the garage.
It's not even hanging down over a table. You're hitting
Sconce.
Yes.
You're hitting a sconce on the wall?
4 times. 4
What are
days.
you doing?
This one's the worst. I got the hat covering it up.
Are you coming around the corner?
Yeah, you come around the corner. If you're not expecting it, it's right there, especially if you're looking down holding 3 iced teas and a
Seems like a really
sandwich.
bad place.
You all right?
No, it's a fine placement. I'm
We
an
should
idiot.
see it.
I will take full responsibility. I mean,
His forehead's a mess.
slammed into it.
Man.
Can we see your forehead? Is that okay?
I don't know if you can see in this light. It's
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
bleeding all over the place. And
Oh, that doesn't look great. Sorry about that, Dad.
oh God! But I'll tell you what, it's one of those. When you hit it, it's a glass lamp with these sharp metal edges, and it makes such a crisp clang, and followed by a stream of curse words. But I did not drop any of the 3 iced teas or the chicken salad. So
All right.
it was a successful journey.
That is successful.
Only
Could
thing
you
you dropped is the
raise it
F-bomb.
possibly? So you
No, you can't. I literally have walked into this thing 4 times.
And this is
You'll get used to it.
Your brand new house you just moved into?
Yeah.
And it's a light? A fixture?
Yeah, it's a wall. It's a sconce, I guess you could.
You know what you need to do? You need to move into another house. That'll solve all your problems.
We can't think of 5-year solutions here, Chick. We got to go way shorter.
Man.
wear a padded helmet.
Yeah, well, the good news is the shower that we ordered a year and a half ago, the parts still aren't here. So
You should wear a helmet anyway.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
And then of course, you walk into the house and, my sunglasses are somewhere in the driveway. I'm bleeding from the forehead. Hi, what you doing?
And
What,
what's
have you
the,
been mugged?
you're attacked by an owl? What's the deal on your shower? You have to order parts for it?
I don't know.
Any reputable hardware store probably, or there's a plumber out there waiting to take your
There's a
call.
plumbing supply store right up the street.
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's ridiculous. This stuff was ordered a year and a half ago.
Well, wasn't it sent and they were the wrong size or
Apparently,
something?
who knows? Apparently.
Yeah.
Although every plumber I've ever had at the house, well, not only plumber, but mostly service people, they come in, they look at your problem and goes, well, I tell you what, I've never seen anything like this in my life.
You don't want to hear that from a plumber or a surgeon.
You're lucky to be alive.
Well, once we opened you up, I thought, wow, I'd never seen that before. Looked like a side-ordered Italian restaurant.
This should be over there.
So are they trying to build up their own job? Or are they trying to make us feel great that we caught it? Or they're terrifying me? That's all I know.
What do you mean?
When they say, I've never seen anything like this, like, oh, my God, this is crazy. We need to get this fixed.
Well, what if, you had an issue, a plumbing issue that was so unique, it was named, the Chick McGee problem? You could Lou Gehrig this. You could claim something.
It looks like it's got a Chick McGee trap in it. Maybe.
Well, in any event, I'm okay. Everybody's fine.
Okay, good.
All right.
Got to get a light for your light so you can see where the light is.
Oh, this was at noon when I walked into the lamp.
A light is a good idea.
Were you walking from in the garage into the house?
Car to the house.
Huh?
It was, I know, it doesn't make sense.
You're coming in the garage?
Because the house isn't done, there were cars there. I had to park in a different spot, and it just,
Glad you're okay. Glad you're getting moved in. You'll get used to it.
Although that is my favorite Tom Griswold story. When you pulled into your house one day and you ran in to get something, and then you came back out and put the car in reverse and backed into another car. Because he said when he left the car, there wasn't anybody behind him. Why look again?
I can defend myself.
I don't think you can.
I had gone to an NFL game.
Drunk?
Got home.
Too many
hit
beers?
He wasn't
No.
drunk.
I didn't drink anything. got home. This is at what is now my son Sam's house. Pulled into the driveway.
Yep.
Went inside for 30 seconds. Walked outside, decided I had to go get a coffee, put my car in reverse and backed into another car.
But everybody
looks behind them
puts
before
the car
they
in
leave.
reverse.
I had just been there.
Turn around.
I had just been there 30 seconds before.
But you
Lot
can
can
see if
happen
you're
in
walking
30
towards your
seconds.
car.
Ace, my mind is elsewhere most of the time.
Remember, he walks around with his head down. That's why he got hit in his head with a sconce.
I had my head down because I was juggling 3 iced teas and a chicken salad sandwich.
You know, you're not going to like this, and I'm going to say it anyway. Starbucks has ruined your life. You know that.
Yep.
You know that.
Oh, look at this.
Just
Coffee.
get a coffee maker.
No,
okay?
I don't like that.
He loves his cup carrier.
There's some good coffee makers.
Those are handy, aren't they?
God, that turned this station upside down.
Didn't
I can
it?
tell you that.
Jesus. Can't find the cup carrier.
Where's the cup carrier?
I don't know what happened to it.
Well, I went online and I found a place that actually had them in stock, so we now have 6 of them.
And guys, it's not cup carrier. His name is Mark. All right? Please.
Fair enough.
A little respect for the man.
Plastic thing that holds
Child
6
and a
cups of
wife.
coffee. In any event, all is well. Ready to move forward in life. We have some really cool stuff coming up in the news. I have not examined the sporting scene yet. Anything of interest over there?
NBA playoffs continue. NHL playoffs continue. Scherzer got some time off that he didn't pitcher for the Mets. Major League Baseball team, of course. Major League Baseball said, "You want you to take a week off, maybe 10 days." So his hands were sticky.
Yeah.
boy.
We have...
And a couple of world records.
we never got to the Sasquatch official government update.
Nope. We'll have
which is
that.
for you, Josh, because I know you're a fan of, what do you call it, cryptozoology?
Absolutely. Nicely done. And I like the fancy sort of stank you're putting on Sasquatch.
I know.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
It gives the...
Is it sass?
I don't want you to change a thing.
No, here's the thing.
It's spaghetti sauce.
Here's the thing. Whatever it is, you always say the other thing.
Do you say gala or gala?
Either is correct, I think, but I say gala.
No, I don't even say that word. That word is
say
for
gala.
It's it's for jerks. That word.
Thanks. I have one tonight. I
The Mets
appreciate
Well,
it.
there you go.
Oh,
Point,
I'm
point
totally-
proven.
Well,
To a gala. Sorry, Christy. I don't think
Well,
you're
it raises a lot of money for a lot of great charities.
I believe they prefer to be called homosexual. Please, people, get woke, right?
you know, I
don't know, but
I have a real quick question. Inside radio, inside Josh's head. When you did that joke,
Yes.
did you weigh for a microsecond another alternative? Sorry.
In that case, I did not, but
Language is a funny
it's
thing.
a fair question.
Josh was being an ally. Please.
Okay, sorry.
Stepping up for those that can't be in the room
Very
today.
good. So we also have, let's see, we got alligators. We have a hilarious faux pas for the entire state of Florida.
Oh, wow, that's not easy.
Yeah, did you hear about this?
No.
Oh, you would have been furious.
I think there's a series on Netflix called Florida Man or something.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, this involves everyone. And those there know what I'm talking about. Also, do you know what beef tallow is?
Of course.
You do?
Sure, it's fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beef fat.
There's a place
big
I go
in the
to.
health food
What makes
deal.
food taste great?
They cook their fries
Yeah.
with it. It's how McDonald's used to cook their fries and beef
Yep.
tallow back in the day.
I think they still might do
It
that.
is delightful.
Of all things, beef tallow is in the news in a big way, and of course, it involves what's the word they use? Influencers.
Oh, really?
I like to see the word influencers followed by the words found dead.
Well, now.
It involves influencers and beef tallow. Right now, I want to influence you.
Wound up today, isn't he?
I want to influence you.
You know, we're kind of influencers, okay?
Yeah, we are.
Not really.
Yeah, here's, we'd like to tell you about this commercial we got coming up here.
We like to influence people on what not to do and how not to act.
I don't go on the air and go, well, I've been doing some scientific research, and I think the best thing to do for heart health is to use mulch as an enema. and then 10,000 followers
Boy,
do it.
let me tell you something. You got to have a good blender.
Yeah.
You better get one of them ninjas or something.
Steven Singer Jewelers.
Steven Singer. singer.
I guess I will influence you. If you're looking
There
for
you go.
something for one of those moms in your life,
You mother. Oh,
and there may be a lot of them, I don't think we're going to go that route.
okay. All you mothers out there, happy
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
See, that's exactly wrong. She's a mom, she's a mom, she's a mom. You want to get them something nice for Mother's Day. Perhaps she'd like one of those. I'm pointing over there to Josh's desk. It's the brand new neon green 24-karat gold dipped rose. It's
Yes.
the newest color. These are real roses. They're actually dipped in real 24-karat gold. This one is then
Collect them all, Tom.
I guess they must have to hand paint the rim and the green parts, but it's gorgeous and it's available now. $59 is where these things start. This is the latest in the collection. This is the first in the neon collection.
The painters who paint the rim, they're called the rimmers.
You know, Ace, do you have any buttons over there that would silence that?
I don't know what you're...
Could we give him I'd like him to join Mr. Serger putting Vaseline on his glove.
10 days?
Full lifetime guarantee, of course, from Steven. Don't forget, Steven has great bracelets. What's the plural of necklace? Necklie?
Necklaces.
Necklaces. Okay, there we
Yes.
go. Earrings. Check them all out. Full lifetime guarantee, by the way, the Rose. Beautiful gift box, card. You can get this done today. It'll be in the mail today. IHateStevensinger.com. That's IHateStevensinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Lots of cool stuff coming up, including Sheleighly's in the news, Pat.
Please.
Do you have a Sheleighly?
I do not.
You know what it is?
I do indeed.
Okay, we'll find out for everybody else that doesn't know. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
I saw a billboard recently too that was it was a billboard for a hospital, and then there was a picture of a smiling woman, and the caption read, "They didn't treat me like doctors, they treated me like friends." Like, well, it's great for her. I mean, she must have really good friends.
Yeah.
Me, when I have to go to the hospital, I want my doctors to treat me like doctors.
doctors,
Okay?
sure.
Yeah.
To hell with my friends.
Yeah.
My friends don't know how to treat me.
Yeah.
I had sunburn once. You know what my friends did? They slapped it.
Yeah.
Sure.
When I told them it hurt, they just slapped it harder and more frequently.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
I want doctors who are going to properly diagnose my condition, not my friends who are going to tell me I have a fatal case of the queers.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want doctors, all right?
Yeah.
Doctors who are going to bring me medicine, not beer that's been kind of peed in.
Yeah.
I want doctors who are going to provide me with proper treatment.
What? You need new friends, pal.
Yeah, really.
What's this peeing in the beer routine?
Doctors who are going to provide me with proper treatment, not my friends who are going to shoot me with Roman candles as I struggle to get out of a hammock.
It's always funny on YouTube. Always funny.
When do you not struggle to get out of a hammock? I mean, is
doesn't
there
matter.
an elegant way to get out of a hammock?
No, there isn't.
No.
Especially
But they're great.
especially when you're being pelted with Roman candles
Yes.
that are lit. You
Gotta love that.
You do need better friends.
Yeah.
And you're weighing in at what, about 2 1/4?
Oh, you're very generous. Chris.
Yeah.
That's very
About
kind.
245.
245, getting out of a hammock with Roman candles.
No, yeah,
I'd watch.
Yeah, I'm in.
People did.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Don't you bottom out on a hammock?
Hey, come on. Poor Josh.
Josh, we made you sit in the green room all morning.
Isn't that considered a picnic blanket at that point?
Being a VIP, and I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Space Shuttle astronauts are halfway through their 7-day research mission. Endeavour is expected to become an orbiting maternity ward today when frog eggs that were fertilized earlier in the mission start to hatch. Now,
we are scheduled to hook up with Commander Thompson. We should hook up right now, I believe.
Hello, Houston.
They're speaking with Bob and Tom. Hello, Endeavour.
Hello, Spaceship Earth. This is Captain Thompson.
Hey, Captain, how are you?
Captain, how are you?
We're doing great. We doing a lot of experiments up here.
Yeah, we're just reading about the one involving the frog.
The South African clawed frogs. The eggs are about to hatch any moment now, aren't they?
Very excited. As a matter of fact, it looks like they might be hatching about now.
Oh, good.
You people might be the first ones on Earth to hear what's going on.
Well, great.
There they come.
This is exciting.
Some little critter coming out of there. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, God! Oh, help me!
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
A thought from Paul Gilmartin.
Down the elevator shaft they plunged, hurtling towards their death, their faces drawn by Edvard Munch. They smelled the devil's breath. Your tongue, she said at number 3. Let me see its size. He grinned and licked his forehead. She buckled at the thighs. The impact satisfied them both. Police were left some clues. A smiling woman all alone in a stranger's pair of shoes.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
A man claimed he couldn't help himself when he guzzled 7 bottles of a spiked lemonade drink in the aisle of a supermarket. A 43-year-old Wisconsin man told police he was a recovering alcoholic and had been sober for 16 months before being driven to drink and downing the bottles of Jack Daniel's Lynchburg lemonade in 15 minutes and placing the empty containers back on the shelves. He was cited for retail theft.
Oh, so he'd go grab one, drink it, walk around the store, then go back and put it back.
No, he did it all in 7 bottles in 15 minutes.
15 minutes, Tom.
He had to just plant himself in the liquor aisle.
He must have had an opener with him, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Or there's probably a twist.
I wonder what triggered it. Was there something that he had seen in aisle 4 that bothered him?
His wife.
Yeah. We have also a Matt Fulcher on here.
Yeah.
And Matt, what do you do for fun? What do you skateboard?
I like to go in a liquor store, which sounds fun, right?
Mhm.
And I get like a miniature vodka like this big. And when I'm handing the guy the money, I'll be like, "Yo, I'm getting messed up tonight. You got paid about this bitch." Something fun to do. If you want to try that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I haven't done that, but I'm
I'm
doing
gonna
it
do it.
tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Damn,
Do it tonight.
I'm doing it.
It's Friday, man.
That's right.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Biker.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin over there in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Howdy do. There's Willie Griswold.
What's going on?
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Let's get it on.
Let's not.
You don't want to get it on?
Not with you.
I meant getting the show on.
Oh, okay.
Not let's
Not a
get it
personal
on.
thing. Oh, yeah.
Now, we have a lot to get to today. So we'll start by heading over to the sports page with Mr. McGee.
Oh, okay. Steph Curry, 36 points. Kevin Looney.
Kevin.
Whoa.
Please, Kevin.
Rebounds. Hello. He matched his career high last night. He's a nut. 20 rebounds to go with 9 assists, and Golden State right back in their first-round playoff series in San Francisco last night, beating Sacramento 114-97.
Hey, Chick.
Kings still have a 2-game-to-1 lead.
You know how they call rebounds boards?
Yep.
What do you think about calling the guy with the most rebounds the chairman of the board?
Chairman of the board. I've heard it done.
You're into that?
I would like to do that.
The chairman of, do they say the chairman of the boards?
Or chairman of, yeah.
I've heard both, actually. But I'm not a real sportscaster, so I'm not allowed to say stuff like that.
I like that.
My favorite was Kawhi Leonard. Remember when he got a really big rebound in the playoffs a few years ago, and then he just yelled out as loud as he could, "Board man gets paid"?
I don't remember that.
Board man gets paid.
Well, when they introduce Kevin Looney, you'll hear Kevin Looney and the Looney Tunes.
Kevin, just shoot the ball, please. No, you can't help it.
I'm Looney. Can you imagine getting the talk from Looney saying, you know, you come from a long line of Loonies.
It'd be kind of hard to take King Looney seriously, wouldn't it?
Right.
I have trouble taking King anything seriously, frankly.
King, Mr. Well, you have to talk to Mr. Looney.
In my head, you can't see the dad's face. It's just the son in this very serious conversation.
Yeah.
And it cuts to the dad talking seriously, wearing a big clown nose and a big red wig.
We Loonies have a fine tradition.
Remember, respect the red nose.
So much so that they named the crazies after us. Joel Embiid limped throughout the game, and I don't know how to explain the Nets Brooklyn game to you. Some guy kicked another guy in the balls, and he wasn't tossed out, and some guy punched some guy in the balls, and he was kicked out. So I don't know what's going on. The upshot is it'll be all be over soon. Sixers beat Brooklyn last night, 102-97. Philadelphia up 3-0 in that best of 7. And Devin Booker tonight on a special Booker. William Shatner plays T.J. Hooker.
No, Booker would be
Booker and Hooker. And
would be some guy sitting in an office. Yeah, okay, I'll get you down for $3.15. No, you don't have to get another X-ray. He's the Booker.
The Booker.
The phone rings again. No, I've already got a $3.15. Another exciting episode. Well, you mentioned
next week a cancellation.
You mentioned you mentioned Kevin Mooney.
Looney,
excuse me. You mentioned Kevin Looney.
Yes.
You
Which
got
made
hit
me
in the head hard.
I'm going somewhere here.
I wish you would.
Which for some reason made me think of Kevin Meaney. And this encounter we had with
You're going to play that, huh?
This is so funny.
Okie doke.
In a sad, tragic way. This is real short. Give it a listen.
No, I'm not trying to overstate this, but you mentioned that you enjoy a cocktail now and then.
Yes.
Who doesn't? Did you hear about the guy that did 56 shots?
Oh, that's a little bit too much.
Well, he's dead now, right?
That's 56 ounces of alcohol.
Did he die?
Yeah.
Well,
of course he had to die.
Had to.
Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lawsuit now.
When I was a kid, probably about 15 or 16, one of our friends, Danny, I won't say his last name, he took a bottle of vodka and drank the whole thing down in front of us. Just like, watch this, guys, and just downed it, and then he passed out.
Yikes.
And then we put him in the car, and we drove him to his house and threw him on his knocked on the door and threw him on the front lawn. And his mother comes out, "What did you do to our kid? He didn't do anything. He's crazy." And
how's he doing these days?
He's dead.
It's time now for things you learned on today's Bob and Tom.
It's like a chick story.
Did he die that night?
No, he did not die that night. No, he hung himself a few years later.
Sorry.
Show's over.
He did it really quickly. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, everybody. I feel terrible now. What a meeting.
Sorry. That was just a segment.
Man, I miss that guy.
Yeah, no kidding. But
So funny.
God, that story's just so bizarre.
Why'd we play that again?
Because you mentioned Kevin Looney.
And he thought it was Mooney.
And I just thought of Kevin Meaney, and it just made that. And then I think we have this. I'm not sure what this is.
More Looney stuff?
This may be more Kevin Meaney.
And his mother comes out, "What did you do to our kid? He didn't do anything. He's crazy." And
how's he doing these days?
He's dead.
Not funny. Did he die that night?
No, he did not die that night. No, he hung himself a few years later.
Oh, my God.
There's nothing funny down that road.
Thank you, Dean. Sorry about that.
Beautiful.
If you're having a bad day, Google Kevin Meaney, Johnny Carson. Jay Leno was filling in for Carson. It's a 5-minute set. He's wearing a red sweater. It's incredible.
He's the best.
Just rules.
And he was working on a one-man show about himself that would have been the one I would have flown anywhere to see. What was the phrase that he used?
That's not right. We're not fill in the blank people. We're not big pants people.
We're the meanies. We can't recreate the genius of that man. But,
we're the loonies.
Do yourself a favor. Willie is correct. Go down that rabbit hole. You won't regret it. I'm sorry. I interrupted sports.
We had the Suns. They took control of that series. The Clippers in Los Angeles lose 129-124. Suns have a 2-1 lead.
Have you seen their logo?
Devin Booker had 45 points.
Looks like a haircut store. store?
The Suns?
No, the Clippers.
Oh, God.
No, the Clippers logo, look it up if you have time. It's the ugliest logo you've ever seen.
And the Suns logo, you can't look at it directly. You have to get one of those special boxes.
Oh, you got to turn your back on it and look at it through.
That'd be a great. What do you think the people would say? Best sports logo and worst sports logo.
Oh, God.
It's probably not arguable that the New York Yankees may be number one.
Well, that's kind of, yeah, that's
simple, iconic.
Why are they called the Clippers anyway?
I assume Clipper ships.
Because I think they were in San Diego, and they were the San Diego Clippers, and then they moved to Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
I think.
You're right. That is an ugly logo.
Or that was, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you have a favorite logo?
I like all the classics. The Steelers, the Packers, the Raiders. Those are all.
Packers is great.
I think the 49ers have the best looking uniforms by far. That red and gold. Those are the best.
Okay. Yeah. Just curious. The most recognizable, probably now Nike.
Yankees or Cowboys, I'd say.
Yeah.
I would say
around
Yankees.
the world. Yeah.
Or like whatever it is that that French soccer club that the guy is on. I forget what it is, but that's always at the top of the list. PSG something?
FC Lebia.
Yeah.
They have French. It's a French soccer team.
They have the Major League and the Minor League. Yeah.
Henri Lipschitz.
I don't know why they call it Labia. It has something to do with soccer.
Speaking of soccer, we got a cool soccer world record coming up.
Wait, if you look up this Clippers logo, what does it mean? It depicts a blue sea wrapping around the L.A., literally embracing the city. Give me a break.
Oh, you know Steve Ballmer. I don't know how he made his millions, but it wasn't in
design.
Reasonable responses to any question. He's always really excited.
He's the guy that sounds like he's down by the river living in a van.
He sounds like Matt Turd Ferguson. What's his name?
Matt Foley.
Matt Foley. Yeah, he sounds exactly like Farley doing Foley. Yeah.
Boy, that is
isn't that interesting?
That logo is terrible.
Have you stumbled upon the L and the C all wrapped around each other?
Yeah. It looks like a maze.
Yeah,
it does.
It absolutely does. Yes.
Yeah. No, that's no NY. No classic.
The Brooklyn Nets have a pretty good logo of the most recent ones. It's like black and white. It looks like the generic basketball team. I think it looks pretty cool.
The Nets, the White Sox, and the Raiders, those are always the teams that the cool streetwear kids wear.
Oh, yeah?
Because they have the cool black hats. Like NWA was always wearing that kind of stuff.
I wonder what, the Packers and the Cowboys and the Steelers, those are almost always the best-selling merchandise in sports, I would think. Or maybe in the NFL, of course. But
okay, I just Googled it, and the 50 greatest logos. Number 1, Yankees. Number 2, the Montreal Canadiens.
Really?
Oh, well, yeah.
I wonder what the source on this is.
They're up there.
Okay. And then number 3 is the Cowboys, then Notre Dame, Lakers. Okay, well, we'll move on. Sorry, I brought that up. My fault.
Mets pitcher Max Scherzer. Scherzer in German means cheating. Max, I wasn't Scherzering. No. He was suspended for 10 games by Major League Baseball yesterday following his ejection for having a foreign substance on his hand during a game. Scherzer initially appealed the suspension but dropped his appeal hours later. His fine was reduced from $10,000 to $5,000, and the person spoke on condition of anonymity because the agreement had not been announced. Scherzer ejected Wednesday during the 4th inning of a game at Dodger Stadium. He claimed the stickiness was caused by rosin and sweat and not by a former substance. The umpire doing the examining said, after we looked at him, it was the stickiest substance any of us have ever felt. He called in to talk about how sticky the hand was, and the guy said, 2 or 3 innings later, my fingers were still sticking together, whatever substance Scherzer had on his glove. So,
man,
wow,
it's all over now, though. He's
like a hardcore fan at a Star Trek convention. When Shatner walked in, it just erupted.
The guy exploded.
Finding that guy $5,000 would be like if speeding tickets for the average person were 25 cents.
Yeah,
that isn't in any way punitive. What does he make per game? Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh,
at least.
Scherzer? Yeah, baseball especially. Yeah. Okay, here's the best-selling jerseys September to November of 2021 across all sports, individual jerseys. Number 1, Tom Brady. That's right. Number 2, Kobe. Number 3, Mookie Betts of the Dodgers, who played shortstop last night. That was interesting. And my favorite flavor at Dairy Queen, the Marc-Andre Fleury. He comes in at number 4. He plays, I'm not sure who that's a cool-looking jersey, though.
Sweater, in that case.
Okay, sorry, sweater. Yes. See, that's my...
Hey, why do they call them? Are they made of wool?
They used to be.
That's the starting point of my problem.
Irritation with Josh?
Yeah, NHL and Josh in general. It's the sweater. It's, nobody's a gentleman like hockey players are gentlemen.
Sports director may want to know.
Sure. Once again.
That was said with disdain.
If you think I'm the sports director, look up sports director. Remember Kevin Looney? Hey! Dan Patrick ain't doing this, I can tell you that.
Kevin, that is a live turkey, not a basketball. Please stop trying to dribble.
Yeah, but it's nuts, right?
His gym bag is just full. He's got a pineapple in there. Anything goofy to shoot.
Crazy, right?
If you weren't the owner's brother-in-law.
That's his catchphrase. Crazy, right?
He's always admitting it.
I know. I'm loony. The Oakland Athletics yesterday it hit all the outlets. They have signed that binding agreement to purchase land for a new retractable roof ballpark in Las Vegas after being unable to build a new venue in the Oakland-San Francisco Bay Area. Team president Dave Cavall said last night that the team finalized the deal to buy a 49-acre site last week. The A's will plan to build the stadium. It will seat between 30 and 35,000 fans. Close to the Strip, the A's will work with Nevada and Clark County on a public-private partnership to fund the stadium. They hope to be in their new home by 2027. And Penis with a Head, Mark Davis, owner of the Raiders, he's very upset.
Why?
Another professional team moving to Las Vegas.
Ah, jeez.
He doesn't care for it.
It's the shortest professional sports window when they're playing at the same time.
Right.
Of course.
It'll only affect them until early November at the latest.
Well,
if that, and that's if they go to postseason play, right?
Exactly.
He's been wrong for years. I don't know why he should pick for it now to be right. But Ace, I'm sure, has some illumination on the fact why Mark is upset.
No.
All right. That's why he's the best analyst in the business.
So he owns the WNBA team there.
Oh, that's cool.
The Aces.
Do they?
The sports director know that. The Aces. Did you, Josh? No.
While they're in Oakland, do they even try to market the thing now?
Do what?
Do they try to market to the
A's? I heard a piece yesterday that said they don't market.
So they just let when they get 3,000 people showing up for a game.
As is often the case, they've abandoned the franchise where it is now for I don't know how many years.
Is Billy Bean still there?
No, he's somewhere else, I think.
You know what I took away from that story? They're going to build a baseball stadium quicker than they built your house.
Yeah, it's not even done yet.
It's going to be up and running.
Yeah.
Tom, you're not laughing.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And I just hope that the shower they order has parts.
Oh, the starting pitchers, what's this? Hit his head on a sconce in the hallway. Oh, what's going on there? That's weird.
What do you mean the home team has to shower upstairs till further notice?
In the GM's office, yeah.
Okay, well, let's just move forward here. Thank you very much.
That's a great idea. More sports coming up.
Now, we have a bunch of cool stuff coming up today, including cheesecake poisoning. Not for anybody, just for a specific person. A really cool story coming out of Mexico involving the president's jet. A weird Tom Brady story. Beef tallow in the news, of all things. And, this is very exciting for me, the Unclaimed Baggage Museum is opening today.
Is that right?
What?
Yes. I'll give you some details coming up. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about therapy and about getting seeing digital technology involved in that world, because BetterHelp is it's sort of the latest way to get connected to a proper therapist. You might want to give BetterHelp a try, because getting to know yourself can be a lifelong process. It's going to be pretty tricky these days. Therapy is about deepening your self-awareness and understanding. And BetterHelp will connect you with a licensed therapist, and everything is done online. So it can be done with a camera on. It can be done just talking. It could be done even texting back and forth, whatever works for you. And that's the whole point of BetterHelp, is flexibility and convenience, doing something suited to your schedule. The way it works is you fill out a brief questionnaire, and you'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, switching therapist is real simple, and it can be done at any time, and there's no extra cost. So give it a shot. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. It's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. Add the /BT show part to knock 10% off your first month. Once again, discover your potential with BetterHelp by visiting BetterHelp.com/BT show. Now, when we come back, we have a world record coming up, and we have...
more with Kevin Looney.
Oh,
hey!
And we have...
Woohoo! Crazy, right?
Some SpaceX news coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom.
Pat, are you ready to do your movie review?
Sure, why not?
Oh,
We can do
okay.
that. Yeah. Big week this week. This week, talking about the new movie Sex and the City 2.
Now, should we explain that the way you have a very interesting way of making sure that your reviews are not biased? You don't chum around with the stars.
I do not chum around with the stars.
And
as little as possible.
You don't associate pretty much with the movie itself.
Do not do that.
So, in other words, you don't go to the movie.
I don't interact with the movie in any way.
By seeing it.
By seeing it,
right?
I try not to think about it.
Bias your opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Once you've seen a movie, there's no way you can be objective about it. You have been foiled. The content is in your head, and there's no way you can do it. Now, this week, Sex and the City 2. Carrie, Amanda, Mary-Kate, and Ashley return for the sequel. There will be sex, followed by brunch, during which a penis will be ridiculed. There will be giggling and togetherness. Cynthia Nixon, shockingly, not returning for the sequel. I don't know if you know that. The role of Amanda is played by a broom with a face drawn on it. Sarah Jessica Parker does return, and contrary to early rumors, the role of Carrie is not played by Super Saver. Winner of the Kentucky Derby. Super Saver. Obviously, these are some heavy-duty female role models, but you don't have to go to the movies to hear about strong women, as you'll see in this edition of the Unbiased Movie Review, which is also ripped from the headlines.
Really?
Yes. In Minnesota, a mother has given birth in the car while driving herself to the hospital. Well, what does she want? A medal? One time I soiled myself on the way home from the airport. Nobody seemed to think that was much of a miracle.
Yeah.
The only difference is that mine didn't scream coming out. In fact, it was almost eerily quiet. There was a whimper. I'm not sure what gender came out. Ripped from the headlines. Yes. Sex and the City 2. Definitely a movie for females. Well, what's wrong with seeing something a little soft and fun? You need it sometimes. After watching all the violence in the news, one of Spain's most famous matadors remains in critical condition after sucking the horn of one of Spain's most famous bulls. Julio Aparicio was gored through the throat, his jawbone fractured, his tongue pierced, his soft palate smashed. Doctors say he may never say, "That's delicious," again. From now on, we'll probably say, "That's delicious." Whatever "that's delicious" is in Spanish.
And after almost 4.5 years of trying, Mexico's president has finally sold the unwanted presidential jet to the former Soviet Republic of Tajikistan. President Andrei Manuel Lopez Obrador said the government of Tajikistan paid about $92 million for the Boeing 787 jet. The president of Mexico refused to use the jet after taking office on December 1st, 2018, saying it was too luxurious. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and
In the
Tom.
world of Christy.
What?
Christy has stated brushing teeth in shower, vile. Blowing nose in shower, the Hank, vile.
Yep.
Urinating in shower, A-okay. I do it every day.
I do. I do it every time I shower. Well, that goes straight into the drain.
Yeah, that
It's
is
not
the
like a
least
big
gross of those
deal.
things.
That's-
You wash your legs after that, though, right?
It doesn't get on my legs. It goes down the drain.
That's
Where
money
does it
down the
go?
drain, Christy. You could be jarring that up.
You just piss the money away.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation, The Important Meeting.
Hello, Jenkins here.
Yeah, Mr. Jenkins, this is Phil Johnson.
Ah, Phil, glad you called.
Good morning. I'm not going to be able to make it into work today. I'm sick.
You what?
I'm sorry. I just can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
No, Johnson, listen. I got a phone call last night.
Yeah?
I talked to the client.
Uh-huh.
Today's the big presentation.
Today?
Yeah, today. It's going to be big.
Oh, I can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
Johnson, this is the big presentation. Besides that, frankly, you don't sound sick to me.
Oh, yeah? I'm sleeping with my dad. Is that sick enough for you?
This has been Spit Take Theatre. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theatre.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 20.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Fine. We're a little stunned, but we're okay.
I got one for you. I was telling him when I was in a service in Germany, I hooked up with another service member, and she said, "Choke me, you dirty bastard. I'm going to go like a freight train."
Wait a minute, hold on.
Write that down, chick.
Choke me, you dirty bastard.
I'm going to go like a freight train.
All right. I like the looks of that. Yes, I like that very much.
Oh, my.
Yeah, she was kind of weird. She used to like me to choke her with that rubber surgical tubing.
That takes a little work, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That takes a little work.
Yeah.
I think that's probably to stop her from farting, Tom.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening.
Coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
You better believe it.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Ace is giggling. Tom is dancing to the music. There's Willie Griswold.
Just watching the big man groove.
A proud son. I'm Chick McGee.
It's like I'm watching Soul Train.
Here is Tom Griswold.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Ace. Soul Train.
On the way to Whitestown.
The hippest trip in America.
The hippest trip. I like that.
Peace, love, and soul.
The Bob and Tom Show, the hippest trip in America. Think that would fly? No. Okay,
Sure.
thanks very much. We tried. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. It's great to have you here. Love to hear from you, by the way. And the easiest way to correspond with us, you grab that app, which is free, the Bob and Tom app. It's
Rub up on that app.
Smack that up. Tap that up.
Do a little stuff there. You can get to us. Or good old-fashioned, what do you call this stuff? Email? bobandtom@bobandtom.com. We'd love to hear whatever the topic. Let us know. A lot of feedback on Christy's proclamation that you should not wear panties after 5.
I didn't say after 5.
Nope, she didn't say that.
I said at night when you're sleeping, you should let it
It was
breathe.
a misinterpretation on my part.
Yeah, you and the real sidekick said you both misunderstood. We all knew that she was talking about when she goes to bed.
Thank you.
Be a lot nicer if it was the other way around.
Well-
Can you imagine?
No panties after 5?
Yeah, you could criticize someone at an event. First of all, sours before 5, and now have you noticed Zelda? Yes, you can see the panty line.
Well, a lot of women don't wear panties, I found out, so...
She's probably wearing the panties just to keep the odor down.
You got to wear really soft pants if you're going to go.
Man, that seam would bother you, wouldn't it?
Boy.
Yikes.
Or maybe it wouldn't bother you.
Pat, we haven't heard a song from you, Pat.
Just
What
yank
would you like
it
to
up
hear,
every now and then.
birthday boy?
What's
What would
now?
you like to hear, birthday boy?
Oh, yeah.
Is that my birthday yet?
Tomorrow.
Calm down.
Midnight.
Happy
Calm down.
birthday.
Tomorrow it will be.
Kevin Looney would like to say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tom! Hey!
Kevin.
Woohoo!
Kevin, that is not a cake. That is a bowling ball. No, don't try to slice it. Oh,
Crazy, right?
yeah, yes, Kevin, you're very crazy.
Kevin, you don't need to wear 6 headbands. 1 headband is enough, Kev.
I'm crazy.
Pat, you have anything you'd like to play?
Something for you, maybe. You live by
nice.
you live by a code.
I do live by a
You want to
code.
mention a few things? I think I have all of them in the song.
I'm not sure.
Well, the famous one is you don't like to go to a gas station if the tanks are being filled with petrol.
Right.
You
Don't like to go in stores if there's a Brinks truck out front.
You almost never go into a bank, regardless, even if there is a Brinks truck out front.
Just little quirks, perhaps. You got a song about that?
Gas tanker, Tom won't pump. Public restrooms, he won't dump. Hates cologne, but loves his pets. Parks his car and then forgets he's a Brinks truck right by the door. And he won't be going in that store. He's a man who's clean and germ-free. Tom lives by a code. Does his own laundry every day. Has lots of children, knows most of their names. But when his kids all graduate, Tommy G will be around 98, I say.
Why am I laughing?
Wears the same shirt every day. Safari clothes like Hemingway. Has kids with different baby mamas. Cause he loves the constant drama. And he talks through the intercom. Round here we call him Three Mom Tom. He's a man who's clean and germ-free. Tom lives by a code. Tom lives by a code. Happy birthday, Tom.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pat. That was great.
Have big plans this weekend? Birthday plans?
Just not kind of a couple, like a dinner.
Oh, good. Very good.
Nothing.
Do you want anything?
No. Well, I'd like whatever part is missing from my new shower so I could use it.
Well, we wanted you as uncomfortable as possible. So bring in the strippers. You think for a minute we got
she's got a boa constrictor. This will be fun.
Oh, boy. They won't leave until you touch her snake.
That's hilarious. Chick, that's not funny. We don't have strippers. We just have the U.S. Olympic breakdancing team.
Come on in.
Oh, look at the cardboard and the duct tape. Wow.
And we have a rap group.
Y'all ready for this?
That's right. Bitch.
Just breakdancing near Tom. The stripper does come in with the snake, draping it over him, and he'll just how do you refer to a chick when he just weirds away?
Oh, he gets that gritted teeth thing, and he just kind of retracts into his body like a turtle.
You see his face get more and more disappointed through a breakdancer's legs as he spins on his head.
Oh, God.
And now a stuttering beat poet.
Actually, you might like that.
That'd be better than the snake stripper breakdancer. I'm sorry, we interrupted sports.
More sports coming up, including a Tom Brady story and a couple of world records. And
we have a special gift for you. We have Greg Warren coming in.
Is Greg Warren coming in today?
Yeah,
he sure is. It's a big day.
And a little bit of Haywood Banks live in the studio. Haywood says his brand new song that he debuted for us in Cincinnati at the Hard Rock Casino. He's got, I guess, a new verse.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
So we'll sort of look forward to that.
It's a big day for Greg Warren.
Why?
His special releases today.
Oh, that's right.
The clips are funny already.
Mm-hmm.
And where's that going to be found?
YouTube at Nate Bargatze's YouTube channel. It's called Greg Warren the Salesman.
Nate Land, I think.
Yes.
All right. We'll get some details on that for you coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
There's a monkey here riding a dog.
Yes, there is.
Hi. And the monkey's name is...
Where's the camera?
Dawn? Okay, Dawn the monkey.
Dawn the monkey and Dan the dog, right?
And the dog's name is Dan.
Dan.
Mm-hmm. And the doggy has a little saddle.
Oh, look at that.
And the monkey's riding around our studio.
At first glance, it doesn't appear as though the monkey has any control over where the dog goes.
Quite clear. Is the monkey steering?
I don't think the monkey is steering.
He's got reins.
He does have reins. But
can I put my hand out? Will the monkey bite my finger? Or
don't you dare spit in my pop, monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
look at that little guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God, she's drinking from James's glass.
James, I hope that's not a Jaeger bomb, James.
No, this is a white Russian, right?
Oh, okay. I don't care who you are. That's cracking the door.
She wants the chocolate. He had hot chocolate. She's trying to get the chocolate.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I told you anything sweet. She'll like anything sweet.
Thank you for clarifying.
That really, she likes that.
Did you see that?
And you want me to tell you something? This has never been done. I've never, ever turned her loose.
Really?
I mean, I've always...
Mess.
Oh, you know
the
what?
first time I've ever turned her loose.
Because she has the strength of 10
Well, it's not that. You know, I just a little, she's relaxed and...
We could tell.
You know...
Yeah. Did you see what she did, though?
She's going to be drunk.
Did you see what she did? She stuck her head in there, couldn't get the chocolate. Now she's using her hand to get down to the bottom.
Dipping
of
it out.
And licking her hand out.
Yeah.
She's no idiot.
Well, thanks for asking.
James, do you have a smoke? She might want one of those now.
Yeah, we'll need smoke, definitely.
As if this could get any better. If the monkey would smoke a cigarette.
Light one up.
Wow. Do they have a pre? How would I word this
Race,
delicately?
performance?
If they're going to. If they're going to defecate, do you know, or do they just like let it rip?
Yeah, and they come over and ring a bell and. Because
and I got squelched about her playing with herself. But on defecation, how does that work?
How does that work? Okay.
I think she's going back over to see Chris.
Might have to go.
Oh, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Please leave a monkey turd over there.
If you could you please defecate on his keyboard?
Turn my headphones off.
Please,
that would top the show.
Just a little one.
Just a little baby rabbit.
Have you got food over there, Tom?
Would you like? No, I've got iced tea.
Oh yeah. Well, she.
Hi, how are you, sweetie? You are just the cutest little thing. Don't walk on my. Oop, that.
We do have a banana if we want to bring it in.
My headphones just went off. Oh God.
Bring a banana in. See if she'll eat it.
Oh yeah, she'll eat a banana.
She'll eat a banana. She'll eat the hell out of a banana.
Okay.
Yep.
Looking for.
Wow. She's like a monkey on a football.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 peanut goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think he ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, They spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
Bob and Tom, you can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk. Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked. Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk. Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Now, do you have any animals?
I got 2 horses, about 15 chickens, dogs, cats.
So you are in the country, yeah?
Yeah, gravel road, one-way gravel road.
Really?
Do you eat the chickens?
No, the eggs.
Ah.
My wife said she'd never kill one of the chickens.
Really?
But she doesn't have any problem scrambling up the kids.
That's sweet. Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Tom, tell us about your life. You married, single? What's going on?
Married, very happily married. I got a friend going through a midlife crisis. You know anyone like that?
Oh, yeah.
And he's asking me what he should do.
Oh, yeah.
And I keep telling him cheating is like growing pot.
Like growing pot?
You can do it and get away with it, but you can't ever, ever tell anyone.
Ever. Anybody.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind. Jeez.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
To the website.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom making friends on his birthday. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance studio. There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
That's right.
There's Ace Cosby, who called Greg Warren GW. Never heard that before in my life. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, Greg Warren has something really cool going on. It's a new TV special. This is so cool.
Let's sit back and let Tom explain it.
I got this down.
It's going to be really good.
I have this down. Starting at 6 o'clock this evening, Eastern Time, you can find Greg Warren, the salesman, the video, the performance. It is going to be up on a friendly electronic device near you. Now, failing that, you can also see Greg Warren in person if you happen to be in Dayton, Ohio at the Funny Bone tonight or tomorrow. But anytime after 6 o'clock this evening, he's there for the taking if you have any kind of electronic device. Not a toaster, but I mean, a cell phone of some sort. Yes, Christy?
No, where on that electronic device would I find him?
We just Google Greg Warren, the salesman. It'll show up. Or you go to Nateland on YouTube.
There you go. Good job.
Nate Bargatze's YouTube channel. How about that?
Yes.
That'll be cool. Greg, where did you record the special?
Lexington, Kentucky.
And is it just one show?
Yes. I mean, we recorded 2 shows and made one.
Yeah, if you want to ruin the take down the fourth wall or whatever you do. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's 2 shows over 9 years. He's finally got it. So I don't think that has anything.
Do you wear the
have
same?
People drive and want to see it.
Did you wear
How
the
many
same
shows he recorded?
Did you wear the same shirt?
Yes,
for both
I wore the
shows?
same shirt and
like the pit stains
What
or
a crappy question.
Well, they I do remember. I don't know if Chick and Josh remember this. I got done with the show, and then Nate went up on stage, and I went off and came back. But I went to the bathroom, and I came back 30 seconds later. I got on stage, and Nate's like, "You've been down for 30 seconds, and you have water all over your shirt."
And they needed him to reshoot something.
They needed to
Oh, really?
So I had to go dry it off or whatever.
Okay, well, but it should be great, and it's called The Salesman.
You'd think it would be great. Yeah, should be.
I'm not the kind of. I'm not going to endorse it yet. Well, I'm the only one in the show who isn't mean to Greg, and yet.
Chick and I
that's not exactly.
were there live. We were there, and it is excellent. So, yeah.
So you are giving it an endorsement?
Absolutely.
As am I.
There we go.
So long as you edited out all the mistakes and F-ups.
Yeah.
We got rid of most of those.
Okay.
Now, Greg, let me ask you this. Since I wasn't there and I have not seen it, is this suitable for all ages?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Good for you.
Yeah,
lame, boring.
It's not.
No edge to it. No, absolutely.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Josh, you won't even notice.
You really won't. You will not know.
Now, let me ask this: is it called The Salesman because you used to be in sales?
Yes. Yeah. It's all a lot about my time selling, peanut butter and. Which, by the way, I have talked to you guys a lot about Jif peanut butter.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
And I sold Jif, and in the break room, there's some peanut butter, and it is not Jif peanut butter.
Now, there is Jif in there, but what is visible
What's
is...
on display? Is this some kind of Maranatha?
That's because it's Tom.
That company bought end cap space. You have not.
I know how things work. Yeah. I know how this process works.
I believe that peanut butter was probably purchased for Tom by... We'll call her a loved one.
Yeah.
Is it like organic? Yeah. It's organic.
It's called organic.
That's from peanuts who wanted to die.
Yes.
You have to volunteer to be in that peanut butter.
I don't think I've talked about this. I'm not sure legally I could for a while, but it was a rough year for Jif last year, my product.
Oh, no.
They had a salmonella issue in 2022, and they in just a couple of jars, 14, and they took it off the shelves for 6 months across the country.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they did the right thing. They pulled it down. They fixed it. And just so you guys know, that happened in 2006 with Peter Pan.
Yes.
Yeah, they had an issue. And in 2022, Skippy found some metal particles in their peanut butter, and they had to do a product recall. Mm-hmm. And I know you guys are like, well, Greg, it's never happened with organic peanut butter. Well, yeah, that's because they've only sold like 30 jars of this. Nobody wants that garbage. Come on.
Now, I just Googled the word peanut butter. Did you see this? The TSA is saying that peanut butter is a liquid.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So they limit the amount that you can take on the plane.
Yep.
4 ounces. Yeah.
So it's like anything else.
It's got to be in one of those shampoo bottles.
Yeah. What would it be? Slather on, eat, repeat, or something? I don't know. It has to be 3.4 ounces or less. Like, if that makes sense. I mean,
so just under an eighth then. Okay, got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be, someone could have C4 disguised as peanut butter.
Yeah.
So I don't blame them. It's okay with me.
Yeah, it's not a liquid.
It's a big weed transport, too.
It is.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to bring that. Greg, do you know that people like to put their pot in a peanut butter jar?
Yeah,
They can cover it up, and the thickness hides the smell, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You can ship it. You can actually ship it across, well, I've heard tell.
I was going to say, you sound like an expert.
I thought they were concerned that people would get on board a plane and then whip out the peanut butter itself and say, anybody here allergic to peanut butter, I'm going to hold this thing hostage. Because you can't have peanuts on a plane anymore. Someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Once again, our guest is Greg Warren. His new special is a video entitled Greg Warren the Salesman, 6 o'clock tonight. It's released. And you can Google it and find out where. Just go to Nate Land on YouTube. That's very exciting, Greg.
Tom, they're going to do a cool thing, too, where Greg and Nate will be chatting live with whomever's there for that first hour.
Oh, right there on the YouTube chat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome.
So, yeah, it'll be fun. You can ask questions. You can comment.
Yeah.
And then now let's ask. You called Greg GW, is that correct?
I call a lot of people by their initials.
Hey, Ace, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
AC knows how to do it.
FDR.
He does. Yeah,
Oh, sure.
CM doesn't care for it.
FK.
FDR, everybody.
Yeah.
Sure.
As fresh as today's headlines. FDR.
What did his friends call him?
F, maybe?
Wheels.
Why?
Willie.
Legally,
That
one
would
of us
be-
has to leave today.
Either that or we're married.
That would be such a cool nickname.
Wheels.
I mean, did they call him Frank?
I don't know.
Hey, Frankie.
Frankie!
Josh,
Here comes Frankie rolls around.
just like that old expression, great and very insensitive minds think alike.
Yes.
Frank, you nutty socialist, you. Come on.
We know you want to be a dictator. We know it.
Come on.
Three terms, baby.
Greg, you have your career as a wrestler, very distinguished. You did very, very well. And did you have a nickname as a wrestler? Were you like the Presser or
The presser. Yeah.
Presser.
the Sit Out?
I think they called me the Warden.
Yeah, they did. Why's that, though?
Yeah.
Lock them up, huh?
Yeah, they're a defensive wizard.
Yeah, you'd lock them up? That's amazing.
Actually, I was pretty good.
I know you were an All-American.
But I didn't start all that good. My freshman year, we had to wrestle University of Northern Iowa. And I had
Iowa's not known for wrestling, though.
Yeah, no, they are.
Oh.
And this team, they were like ranked third in the country or something. And I had a bad match. I didn't cut my weight right, and I ran out of gas in the third period, and I just could not. I was on the mat and I couldn't get up. I just couldn't move. And the referee was like making fun of me. It was a big crowd. At one point, there's a thing called stalling, and he hit me for stalling like twice. Then he just pounded the mat and he goes, "Are you okay down there, son?" And the crowd started laughing like it was a Def Jam show. Like, this guy's killing. And my coach never let me forget that. Never. If I had one bad practice, Warren, that reminds me of when you laid down at Northern Iowa. Warren laid down at Northern Iowa. Even if I had a good practice, Warren, you got after it today. Good job. Bunner, you sucked. You remind me of when Warren laid down at Northern Iowa. Like, I mean, and he always said that. He said reminded, too, all the time. Like, it reminded him. Like, it was always on his mind. I don't think he needed to be reminded of him. I think every morning the alarm clock went off and he was like, I better not lay here like Warren did at Northern Iowa.
Do you think there's any connection between that moment in your life and ending up in stand-up? When you heard that crowd laughing at you in the worst possible time, maybe to...
I've never killed as hard as that referee killed.
People standing up, walking around the rows.
Oh, yeah, man, they were getting up.
Just the next Greg Warren album is called Not As Funny as the Referee by GW.
Yeah. I like G-Dub a little better, Ace, if you don't mind.
G-Dub?
Yeah.
That sounds more rap-ish.
No, it doesn't.
You know what doesn't sound rap-ish is rap-ish.
Tom knows what's hip.
Yeah.
He can
No,
tell
that's
you what sounds hip,
that's
what
the
is
contemporary way to title things. That'll be the next obscure cable television show, hip hop-ish.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
You've got like 5 of those now.
Is a reference to the show Blackish?
Blackish, and there's another one now.
Grownish, I believe.
Yeah. ABC, it's not really obscure. But.
Oh, well, ABC, it is obscure. I don't think I get that on my TV anymore.
Did you guys see Finnish-ish about the people that are kind of from Finland?
I started it, but I couldn't finish.
Have you seen
The Assassin?
Have you seen Fish-ish? It's about jam bands that are starting in Vermont, and they're working real hard, but they're not all the way to Fish.
I thought it was about that guy from Barney Miller.
Abe Vigoda?
He finally died, by the way.
Vigoda's dead?
Oh, yeah.
You don't know, but I mean, he was one of those guys everyone thought was dead, but he did like a Francisco Franco. He lingered.
Well, he finally just laid there, like Warren did it. No. Look at him just laying there.
I swear, I think every morning I think, look at those pancakes on my plate laying there like Warren did. That dog doesn't want to go for a walk. He's laying on the floor like Warren did it in Northern Iowa. I ought to name that dog Warren. I think that's why I haven't gotten married. I'm worried about that part where in the wedding where they're like, does anybody have anything to say? Speak now. Warren laid down at Northern Iowa. Don't marry Warren. He's going to lay down in your marriage like he did at Northern Iowa.
Wearing a Mizzou wrestling sweatshirt in the crowd.
That's hilarious. Once again, Greg Warren, the special tonight debuts at 6 o'clock. Then it'll be flowing forever. Forever streaming.
Yes.
You can enjoy it very much. It's called Greg Warren, the Salesman. Nate Land, YouTube, or just Google it and you'll land there, I have been told. Right now, I'm turning to Josh. Josh is doing some work in his house, and he's got something pretty cool going on, thanks to Angie.
That's right. Angie's list is now. Angie, your home for everything home. Angie doesn't just get your home projects done, my friends. Angie gets them done well. Angie is your personal home expert. They've served 150 million consumers to date with over 220,000 pros in their network. I sure love Angie. Angie's helped me out a lot. I'm getting some roofing done. You know, I'm getting a cricket chick installed next to my chimney. That's right. So that the water runs down. It doesn't just settle against the brick.
You got to have a cricket.
That's exactly right. And I went on to Angie, just a few taps on the Angie app, and I was able to find the pro that's going to help me out. You can also go to their website, just a few clicks. You can have Angie tackle your home service project from start to finish. Or maybe you're thinking about just getting something done. Research. Connect with local pros with Angie for your specific project. Angie can help you get a fair price for your project. Angie has projects that are priced up front. They clearly lay out the cost before you buy. No sticker shock, no surprises at the end. Angie, my go-to for all types of projects. Angie can help with hundreds of projects. Maybe you just have a small repair.
Yeah.
Alsman was talking about needing a mailbox stood up, I guess.
Re-stood up?
Yeah. That's the technical term. I don't want to get
okay.
I'll try to be more layman about it.
Reposted.
Angie can also help with major remodels. Angie, my go-to for anything I need to get done around the house. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Thank you. Now, we have our guest, comedian Greg Warren. Coming up, comedian Haywood Banks will be joining us for a couple of songs. And I will point out that Mr. Warren is going to be in Dayton, Ohio at the Funny Bone tonight and tomorrow, and the TV special details on that when we return. And sports. And, we got marijuana in the news. We got Sheleighly news.
Oh, good.
And the big story today involves beef tallow.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. You're going to want to hear about this. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks so much for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
What do you want to hear?
Well, I was thinking
what song is it you want to hear?
I was thinking since it's summertime.
Yes.
And everyone's watching baseball, playing baseball. Do you know your softball tribute?
Yeah, I can try to get through it better than I did the other one. Church League softball. Let's pull the key up.
Great idea.
There we go. Church League softball fist fight. Getting washed in the blood on a Tuesday night. What would Jesus do? Lord, he wouldn't do that. Knock hell out of a preacher with the softball bat. Well, the swinging shepherds from the sheep of the Savior were tied with the Sourwood Church of Christ, an example of some highly unholy behavior in a game that had already been protested twice. Something unbiblical must have been said for them to be aiming heat at a minister's head. Clocking the clergy ain't the thing to do, but neither's the high hard one on a 0-2. Church League softball fist fight, a bloody laying on of hands neath the left field lights, knocking out 4 teeth, getting a busted lip, ain't exactly my idea of Christian fellowship. Church League softball fist fight, rolling around the pitcher's mound, it just don't look right for nice people from the church and the Sunday school class to trade the cup of brotherhood for a can of whoop ass.
Thank you. Tim Wilson.
Oh, man.
And before you speculate, I have yet to find a situation where this bit of trivia will get one laid.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential morning radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hi, I'm Bert.
And I'm Ellie.
And we're proud to announce our new breakfast treat, Bertinelli's Muffin.
The Bertinelli muffin is delicious. But don't take our word for it. Here's our spokesperson, Eddie Van Halen.
Hey, thanks, man. Hi, Eddie Van Halen here. You know, I love munching on Bertinelli's muffin. In fact, I was just telling my wife, Valerie, Bertinelli's muffin is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Man, this is finger-licking good.
I bet.
This muffin is so good. I just can't keep it to myself. I suggest you eat Bertinelli's muffin today. Pick one up on your way home, dude, or stop by Bertinelli's spot the next time you eat out. Look for the big pink smiling lips downtown next to the Y.
Thanks, Eddie.
I can't stop mowing down on this thing.
Eat all you want, Eddie. We'll make more.
Bertinelli's Muffin. Come by and shove one in your face today. Hey, we'll leave the stereo on for you, and we'll turn it up real loud so you can hear it.
Good morning, sunshine. To the max, there's baloney in our
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there? And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
What? They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone did.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of legal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please.
And 40 beers.
I was in the Marines for a while.
You were?
Wow. And it takes a while to adjust as a civilian world when you come out of boot camp because you're so fired up. When I came out that same week, my sister got married. She had me seat people at the wedding. I accepted the assignment, you know. People would come walking up to me in front of the church like, oh, you must be Patricia's brother. Sit down! I don't want to be your friend. Get your eyes off me. What is your major malfunction? 200 people showed up. I put them all in the same row. Tighten it up, tighten it up, tighten it up. We're not comfortable. Outstanding. It was outstanding, as a matter of fact.
Comedian Greg Hahn is with us. Right now, Killer Bees joins us in the studio.
Bees, how you doing?
Real good, man. Waking
Oh,
up a
see ya.
shopping list over here. My wife's eating in bed now. She's at that part of the pregnancy where they crave all this food. Some people have mirrors over the bed. We got a sneeze guard. Sleeping on those Posturepedic Sealer meal, man. Hey, you ain't lived till you're making love, and your wife says, "Go slow. I'm spilling my chili."
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. Nice of you to join us there, Tom. Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Yeah. There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
What God would do? You guys were just having a pleasant chat in the green room.
Shut up, Josh. What
did Josh do? We were
Hayes Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
I have a special surprise later.
I know it. There's Tom Griswold. And Tom, you have a special guest that you're trying to tell people about.
I think we've successfully informed people.
Clumsy way at best.
Mr. Greg Warren, a comedian, regular on this show. Greg is the guy. And the new special called Greg Warren the Salesman.
That's right.
And it probably would have had more views if it had been entitled, I don't know.
Greg Warren comedy?
No, I'm something like Taylor Swift is Greg Warren the salesman.
Oh, okay.
People would stumble upon it, and
that would have done it.
Taylor would have, of course, had to sue you.
He's never really cared for one of the titles of my
doesn't care for anything.
He does salesman. I like that.
Really doesn't care
I asked you about it. Perfectly valid.
I think if you had emailed him or texted him before any of this started and you said, hey, Tom, I'm thinking about something, maybe salesman in the title, and then if he would have said, how about Greg Warren, the salesman, you got to push him into it.
You know, Willie, that's brilliant because that's a salesman. They used to tell us that make it the buyer's idea, make it their idea, and then, you know, they're with you.
Yeah.
Should have done
I haven't seen it, but I mean, I'm... If I was writing reviews, I would almost look forward to if it were really bad, so I could go the death of a salesman.
Yeah, that would.
You kind of set yourself up for that.
I bet you. Yeah, you probably set a few critics up for
I've
that.
heard you promote many things over the years, many times, and I've never heard you say such and such is as a such and such, and well, I've never seen it.
Tom, I think you're going to enjoy this.
No, and I said earlier I wasn't going to give it. I haven't seen it. You guys were there. You saw it.
Why don't you say I'm sure it's great or I'm sure it's wonderful?
Or lie and say I laughed my ass off.
Like you do every other week.
How about all those other crap comedians you invite in? How about that?
That's just mean, isn't it?
No, it's accurate.
Okay. Now, Greg, I have been told you have something you need to set up for me over here.
Oh, no. Yeah. Boy, there was. Sorry, guys. I have an outtake from
there was an incident during the taping.
Yeah, here's
this
the
is
thing.
real.
It's yes. It's nice to have your friends that are famous, infamous in the audience.
These guys were there, and this was recorded in Lexington, Kentucky.
This is an outtake from the special. It didn't make it in the special, but it made the special a little more difficult.
Here we go. Here it is.
All those schools have cheers. Like creepiest by far, Arkansas. That's not it, ma'am, but... What did you say, chick? Yes, ma'am, Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show is here. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you, Chick, for ruining my show.
I didn't say a damn thing.
The chickster, ladies and gentlemen, the chickster.
Nice. I didn't. I was just sitting there.
Yeah, he really was minding his own business.
No.
Man, and that was like a perfect moment. Things were cooking real good. And this lady just goes, chick.
So did you double back and start the bit again, or did you just use the one from the next show?
Oh, yeah.
I think we wound up cutting that segment anyways. But
okay.
Yeah. That whole sort of mascot segment. But it's... But yeah, and we're gonna release it as like a clip or something. But yeah,
fun.
It was a little difficult. Yeah,
sorry.
Chick just had to steal the show.
It sounds great though. I mean, the audio of that.
Oh yeah.
I've every now and then heard comedians recorded live, and what were they thinking?
Oh, we got a lot of equipment there.
Once again, it'll be visible on an electronic device near you, including toasters. I was told during the break.
Be on the YouTube at 6 p.m. tonight.
That's
Who
right.
do you think this is helping when you talk like that? Who?
Because you could watch it on a TV or on your phone or on your laptop.
So long as you have YouTube, yes.
How long will it take you to find this?
How about screens?
I've got this new TV set in my new house.
Oh, that's not going to help anything at all.
There's YouTube TV.
No, I know, but a new piece of electronics.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, you turn this thing on, it looks like you're at the London airport. There's like 5,000. Look at this channel. I can go to Kathmandu. Lots of.
That's what I really want to do.
They're all icons. I really want to do.
Please just go, Finley. You got your 10-year-old daughter. She knows exactly where YouTube is on the TV. Finley, get in here. Type in Greg Warren.
And the great thing is Finley can watch it with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a huge Greg Warren fan. I'm also a fan of
Josh Arnold.
No, of my daughter Finn when she sings the outro to sports.
Oh well, I think
we're not done.
Tom Brady reportedly threatening a lawsuit over an AI-generated stand-up comedy special called Greg Warren, the Salesman. No, that's not what it's called at According to reports, comedians Will Sasso and Chad Koltkin helped create the viral hour-long special that featured an animated version of Brady telling dirty jokes.
Oh.
The pair revealed on the podcast called Dude Z.
Oh, God.
That shortly after releasing the fake comedy special on their Patreon page, they received a cease and desist letter from Brady's attorneys. The letter states that the AI simulated version of Brady blatantly violates his rights, and if they do not comply with the former quarterback's demands, a lawsuit will be forthcoming forthwith. Sasso and Koltkin said they took down the comedy special, but not before mocking the legal threat they received.
Will Sasso, Three Stooges movie.
He nails Curly. Nails
it.
Yeah. I don't mean he nails Curly.
No.
I mean, he
does a fine job.
Yes, he does. He does a good job.
Not in the butt, not in the butt.
Wise guy, eh?
Hey, spread out.
No, it's in the butt.
You know, I did see the Three Stooges where Curly sets on a fire hydrant, and of course it becomes loose somehow.
Yeah.
Water shoots out of Curly's mouth. Whoa!
Great bit.
Boy, that's writing, right?
No, the one where Curly's singing opera, dressed up as a woman.
Man, that's dressed up like a woman. And
okay, if you don't think that's funny,
singing high.
It's so funny. He's got his hands up like.
If you don't think that's funny,
I don't.
You don't have a sense of humor.
That's wrong.
I can still remember the melody from being a little boy. I haven't
Don't
seen.
do
I bet
it
I haven't
again.
seen it in 50 years.
Don't recreate it.
The rites of spring.
It's so hilarious, and the people are buying it for a while.
and they're putting the needle on the record. Oh God, that's so funny.
On ice.
In any event, Will Sasso's hilarious. So I guess they were. This is obviously a fake Tom Brady stand-up thing.
Well, Brady's discussed potentially doing stand-up, right?
Yeah.
I think he was
For a roast.
that was a. No, is the answer.
Okay.
He apparently had agreed to possibly doing a roast.
I see.
Always a bad idea. The least funny format on American television.
Man, I'm with you, Tom. I don't care for the
I've
roasts.
hated them since I was a kid. I still do.
See, the thing is, when you were a kid, they were great.
They were good when you were a kid.
They were friendly. They
The
were
Friars Club era? Is that
Yes.
the Dean Martin, and the original Friars Club. And
What's her name from Sanford and Son making fun of Dean Martin? That's
LaWanda Page? Is that
LaWanda Page? Yes.
Apparently,
You can shut up, Wino.
One of the Blue Stacks.
He didn't know she was in the studio.
Yeah, you're right, Tom.
One
Just
of the bluest acts out there.
Oh, she's filthy.
Easily,
She's so filthy.
One of the filthiest I've ever heard.
And yet, Greg Warren, one of the cleanest. So
Yeah.
Greg Warren's special. Are you happy now? Check. I'm gonna give another plug.
Unless you're sitting in a restaurant with Greg, in which case, my God.
I don't do that anymore. I did have a problem with that. Drew Hastings.
Your voice control?
And I swore a lot for a while. It was just stupid. But Drew Hastings used to talk about that all the time. My God! He sent me a message about that a couple of days ago.
He did?
Yeah.
Are you still cursing?
Are you still swearing around children in restaurants?
It's a problem. I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
If I may, anecdotally, I'm not trying to sell out Drew here, and I'm going to be very delicate. When I was about 12, I came in here before school, and I'd be with you guys before I went to school. And I let Drew in the door, and as soon as Drew opened the door, he goes, "Well, look at this. Hey there, F-stick." But he didn't say F.
He's coming down on me.
That's absolutely true. I know because I was there.
Yeah, but that was before he had a son. Now.
I'm just glad he's alive.
Well, me too. Yeah.
I've heard from him. He couldn't show up in Cincinnati. He had I think he had
COVID.
Benji fever, whatever it's called.
Benji fever.
You get it from a dog.
Is that what you have to
to speculate here?
Benji fever's bad news.
No, it's dung fever.
Well, you get it from
What's dung?
Dung beetles, right?
Oh, is that what it is?
I think.
Okay. They have to test your dung. I'm sorry. Back to sports. What have we missed?
A Kenyan man was caught taking part in a women's chess tournament using a full burqa as a disguise.
I'm a pretty lady.
Why? I don't see. What? I don't know. Is there an advantage? What possible advantage would it be?
If maybe it was a women's
Playing
only?
against women.
What, so is there an advantage to being a man in a game of chess? I'm missing.
No.
Yes.
I mean, you have
higher brain power,
reasoning.
Yeah, exactly. Intelligence.
Really?
Really?
That's right.
Kidding.
I don't know how to play chess.
But if you did, you'd be better than every woman. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Josh, as the game of chess has taught us, the queen is the strongest player on the board.
The
I think the king would beat the queen.
No, the king can go one space and the queen can
Queen can
do
go
whatever she
anywhere.
wants.
All across the board.
Yeah.
Didn't you see Searching for Bobby Fischer, you moron?
I'm still looking for a copy.
You see the Queen's
I'm
Gambit?
searching for Bobby.
Oh, listening to you now, I understand why you think the Three Stooges is funny. Okay.
So I'm sorry. So this is
Searching for Bobby Fischer, I couldn't find it. Huh?
Don't you have a doctor's appointment?
so. This isn't that. Wait, I have a question. Is this that chess thing where they get up and box?
No.
No, it didn't
That's a
say.
thing?
No, it didn't say chess and boxing. It said chess.
That was a thing a few years back.
I could do that.
You'd go box for whatever 3 minutes. Yeah.
That's interesting. Kind of a brawn and brains
Yeah,
type.
it's an opportunity to play chess and then have your brain pan rotated enough so that you end up with a drool cup for the rest of your life.
I think I could do that.
Really?
Well, I mean, I'm an average, probably a little below average chess player, but I can play.
Can you
Can you
box?
But
box?
I think I could take a punch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's find
out.
out.
Put those two together. I almost beat Leo. There's this guy at the Starbucks that I used to go to at home.
You said it like he was all of our friends.
Yeah, Leo's this homeless guy that was a genius at chess, and he would just sit
Bad
there
at
and
finances?
play chess all day. Yeah.
Bowel control.
He would just sit there and play chess all day, and he'd beat everybody. And I almost beat him one time. It was.
You know who beat Leo? Life. Yeah. Life is really winning if you're.
Why you got to take a shot at Leo, man?
Yeah.
He
What
would
Leo did
Get a
he would
home.
kick your ass. He'd beat you so bad in chess.
That's you'll often see me in certain areas. Get a house.
Really, man?
Oh, I'm hated. Yeah.
Just rubbing it in.
I thought it would inspire them. It doesn't.
Now, did you ever? And this once again, this new story. This is in Kenya. This man dressed in a burqa to disguise himself so he could play in a women's chess tournament.
Yeah.
Did you ever wrestle a woman? 'Cause you were an All-American wrestler. Was there ever a?
No, I didn't. I mean, that was there's certainly that happened. Now, women's wrestling is like the fastest growing sport in the country. But for a while before they had women's,
Is this on the legit college level?
Yes, there's college programs now that have it. It's a huge thing internationally. It's in the Olympics, but. For a while before they had it in the U.S., they had to wrestle on the men's team. There was some of that, but I never wrestled a girl. Yeah,
A woman, a lady. No. So anyone want to take this for me?
No,
you've seen her wrestle.
No, have you seen her wrestle? No, but I've seen her box. The classics. Yeah.
Sometimes you just fish for the classics. No context.
Greg, sometimes box means vagina. Did you know that?
Seen one?
Were you aware?
You could have put that
Want
in your
some pictures
of this?
And what is considered a first for the Kenyan Chess Federation. A disciplinary committee is currently debating the proper punishment for the male player who disguised himself as a Muslim woman.
By the way, Kenyan chess, fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because they got lions chasing them.
Hey, we got to get this game done before old Roarhead gets over here. They just named the lion Roarhead. Not a lot of work to put into it.
Yeah, they couldn't come up with something better than that.
His wife, Agnes.
Agnes Roarhead, chick.
That
Your
is
thoughts
a
on that?
bewitched
1962.
What kind of joke is that?
Agnes
Moorhead was an old
She
actress.
played in Dora and on Bewitched.
Sorry.
67.
Oh, she was good.
I'm sorry. Is that sports? I'm sorry.
No.
Very good.
May I continue?
Yes, please do.
Mr. Moorhead is a adult film director. Did you know that?
I did not.
There really is a Craven Moorhead.
That's his name.
By birth.
Craven. That's a name.
Craven
legit name.
Moorhead.
Of course it is. Do you have any sports? I want some.
An Australian soccer player has broken the Guinness World Record for the longest time between scoring goals in the same soccer game. Aidan O'Neill of Melbourne City FC earned the record title after scoring 2 goals, 108 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes apart. So
it's a long game.
Wait a minute.
They must have delayed the game.
Yeah,
and
something
started
happened.
again.
Yeah.
On December 17th of last year, O'Neill helped City take the lead over Melbourne victory, an 11th minute goal.
He sounds bored, doesn't he?
The match was abandoned.
Yes.
No, this isn't my bored voice. The match was abandoned due to a violent invasion of the field by Melbourne Victory fans.
Oh.
When the game resumed on April 5th, explaining the delay in this stupid record.
Wait. What is the title of this segment of the show?
Stupid world record.
Continue.
When the game resumed on April 5th, O'Neal scored again, officially 46 minutes after his first goal, but almost 109 days later. Isn't that amazing?
That is
a dumb
really a
record.
stupid record.
Yeah, not if the guy said he wasn't going to have sex until his team won.
A little abstinence for that?
A little abstinence, yeah. I don't know. I think it's got a cool record. Great names for the teams.
The Victory?
The Melbourne City FC.
Isn't the Victory a little...
It's football club.
Football club is what it stands for.
They call it FC just like they call Warren WG.
DW.
I'm WG.
Well, no wonder I keep screwing up and can't find the show. I keep looking under WG.
He's extra today.
He hit his head. Walter Goggins again? Yeah, you need GW.
You might be concussed.
I could be. I walked into a lamp for the 4th time in 4 days.
Is there a chance you're concussed?
I doubt it.
That would be something.
That's bad.
If you're concussed, just drink a few beers, take a nap, you'll be fine.
I don't think that's...
No, that's what they tell you. That's what they tell you to do.
Sleep.
I moved to a new house, Greg. I'm living in a house, Greg, new house, and I've got these lamps on the wall by the garage.
Called sconces.
You take the corner and you clonk your head into them. And one of our listeners suggested I take a pool noodle, cut it up, and bumper the edges of all the lamps.
Yeah, I'm sure your lovely lady would allow that.
You have to baby-proof your home for you.
I do. I do. Once again, Greg Warren, one of my favorite comedians, has a great new squeaky clean special, but super funny. I have been told by authorities that I will take their word for it. I'll find out this weekend when I watch it. It's called Greg Warren the Salesman. Tonight it drops, as they say, which is a phrase I can't stand.
Really?
Then use another one. It comes out.
Hey, did you hear Taylor's new song dropped? Oh, God.
Well, I like that. I like
Do you know?
Rolls off the tongue. It's got a ring
You're
to
so
it.
hipster, like you're a hip record promo guy from 1957.
Also, contextually, the person telling you Taylor's song dropped, it would have been your daughter. That's who you were just mocking.
And I've had to explain to her, we don't drop, we debut.
Don't say you were upset because it was from the 50s, okay, FDR? Just don't go that way.
Again, what did FDR's friends call him? Just asking.
Wheels.
Was he like DR? or, of course, Wheels.
The rock and roll.
Maybe we should give nicknames to presidents next President's Day.
Oh, I got a few for you. There, I'm going to... No. You'll hear me out. No.
Oh, my God.
No.
Commies, what I call them. Thank you very much. Greg Warren special, 6 p.m. this evening. It will be Eastern time. It will be released into the air. And don't drop it. No, watch it. Greg Warren, the Salesman. When we come back, we have more sports?
No.
Oh.
God, no.
I was kind of hoping we did. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules.
This is one that I wrote, and we'd like to play it on your program.
All right, go ahead for it.
The full moonlight's enough for me to see all the woman in you. Got the wipers on with the heat on your feet. You're about to blow my fuse. I won't put it in park until it gets dark, 'cause baby, you know the rules. I can't get off with the dome light on. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the door, you stupid whore. They're playing our favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get off with the dome light on. I can't get off with the dome light on. I'm kindly old-fashioned when it comes to certain things. Never wore a pair of short pants and always ketchup on my onion rings. Some things I can deal with. Baby, I don't care if you chew. I even let you take your shoes off. But there's one thing I just won't do. I can't get home with the dome light on. Shut the doors, you stupid whore. They're playing our favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get home with the dome light on. Can't get off with the dome light on.
Yay!
I don't believe when you tell me that you're saving up for beauty school. And I don't believe a word you say about meeting that motley crew. And I don't believe when you tell me that you don't believe I'm a fool. But I do believe if that light stays on, the cops will see what we do. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the doors, you stupid whore. They're playing that favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get home with the dome light on. Can't get off with the dome light on. One more time. Can't get off with the dome light on. One more time again. Can't get off with the dome light on. We're through playing now.
All right. Hey.
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
And now an important message from your friends at Frigamall Orthopedic Laboratories.
Hi, Brenda. Ready to go jogging?
Sorry, Christy. I can't. Didn't you notice I'm limping?
What happened? Did you blow a knee out?
Well, my knees do hurt.
What do you mean?
Well, we were on our way home last night, and Bob started feeling romantic, so we pulled down a gravel road. And today, my knees are really killing me.
Girlfriend, I've got just the thing for you. They're called Atta Girl knee pads.
With their soft, cushiony padding, you can say goodbye to sore and scraped knees. Atta Girl knee pads fit right in your purse, so you can take them anywhere. Perfect for a Friday night date or that important job interview.
Hey, Brenda, how'd it go last night?
Well, my knees feel great. But, do the Atta Girl people make lozenges?
You whore.
Atta Girl knee pads. Order today, and you'll receive a free head helmet. You'll love wearing this stylish tabletop helmet with its flat, level surface, big enough to hold his beer, remote control, and a magazine.
Atta Girl knee pads.
Protective goggles sold separately.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Right now, we've got Bert Chalice as our guest. No, I know you do live in
Cincinnati.
Did you drive here from Cincinnati?
Yeah, I drove over and no longer driving my Yugo. You know, I had
got rid of it?
Yeah, I got a Yugo for a while because, you know, I bought a Yugo because I had the coupon. You know,
sure.
And it's not much of a car. You turn up the radio, the car stalls. You know? No rear view mirror because nothing will be behind you, believe me. You can actually tick off the Amish people, you know. They go by and bullwhip you, you know.
Sorry, they don't have horns, do
I got places to go. I don't know if you know this or not. If you ever get behind the Amish, you know, those horse-drawn carriages, you know, they usually have that orange triangle sign on the back. I found out if you fire a softball and hit that sign, you dunk the driver. You just lose him. It's a great little highway thing to do.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmonds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that.
Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control, more or less.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, a radio broadcast heard on many different electronic devices. Tom's told me how to do the introductions from now on.
That's great.
There is broadcast legend, longtime news deliverer and reader of words. It's Christy Lee.
See, that you're freshening it up. It makes it...
There's Pat Godwin. Full-time sycophant. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
And the I Hate Steven sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. I'm not sure where Willie is. I don't know what's going on. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom. Tom, you have a special guest?
Oh, here's Willie. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, look at this.
Wow. Willie's in a fancy jacket.
Uh-oh.
Sparkly.
Very sparkly.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not Willie. I'm Little Dickie Mango.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Little Dick Mango.
Look at that. Love the mustache.
Hey,
That's
Dickie.
right, it's me, Little Dickie Mango. You might recognize me. I'm the leader of the house band at the Rockford Oasis off I-94.
How nice.
Tommy, happy 70th birthday. You are a radio legend and a fashion icon. This one's for you, Tommy.
Yeah.
Not an ego, but baby, he can don a Henley.
Yeah. There it is right there.
Double pocket shirt, nothing that he can't carry. Leave the ladies left in shock. Cut the tops off of my socks. 'Cause I want to dress like I'm Tommy G. I want to dress like I'm Tommy G. That's right, folks. You can call him Tom or Tommy G. Just don't call him past 8. That's his bedtime. Tom, I started working at age 4 as an apprentice in the dunk tank industry. Tommy, these kids today, they don't work. Not like me and you. Kids on TikTok, get off your butts. You are so lazy. I drink cappuccinos, don't get no sleep. Still maintain this gorgeous physique. Still go to work. Gotta support 3 kids under 18. I'll still be working, teasing and jerking when I'm 70. Get a job, you lowlife. Tommy, you're a great dad, man. I mean, how do you do it? At your age, still taking kids to the beach? He is just 7D, wearing SPF 50 on the beach with his luscious hair. He's never getting a sunburn. Woo! Responsible beachwear. Yeah. Tommy, you taught us so much. You taught us about aloe, and you taught us about good bros. This one's for you. What do you do when you get in a pinch and you can't find your sanity? I always call one of my 2 friends. I got Mark and I got Patty G. Watch GoldenEye with one of my 2 friends. Eat pumpkin pie with one of my 2 friends. Yell at a guy with one of my 2 friends. One of my 2 friends. I'm Little Dickie Mango. Remember, kids, say your prayers and tip your toll booth operators. Good morning.
Yes, very nice. Little Dickie Mango.
His name is Little Dick Mango.
Holy smokes. What an amazing birthday presentation.
That's a gift.
Amazing.
I mean,
Keeps on giving.
Thank you, Little Dick.
Little Dick. Little Dickie.
Little Dicky, sorry.
Little Dickie.
Thank you.
How about that?
That was quite the jacket and
That
everything.
was something.
Mustache.
Nice jacket.
Yeah.
Really good looking jacket. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. I can't help but notice we have a guest in the studio. He is comedian Greg Warren. And Greg's new special will be dropping, if you will, but not in viewership. It'll be rising in viewership starting at 6 o'clock this evening on a network near you. If you have the YouTube.
On a screen near you.
Yeah, that's right. Nateland YouTube, or just go Google it. You'll find it. It's called Greg Warren, the Salesman. Mr. Warren on the road. He'll be at the Dayton Funny Bone coming up tonight and tomorrow. In the meantime, I'll point out that we have Haywood Banks arriving shortly with a new song. I'm kind of excited about that. And Christy Lee is at her post right now. The news desk, what have we missed?
Well, a Sheleighly, an Irish walking stick and club, as many air travelers know, you probably can't bring that in your carry-on, right?
I wouldn't think so.
Well, you're right. TSA officers recovered one at the Boise airport in Idaho last month. The agency featured it on Twitter as part of its Prohibited Items Week. They tweeted, "So we had to Google what exactly a Sheleighly is, but we know that anything that's made with the intent to bludgeon someone else is not allowed as a carry-on item."
Yeah.
The agency's TSA Pacific account said in a tweet last month, though, that the wooden tool would be, quote-unquote, perfect for packing in a checked bag.
We had one hanging over our it was over our door when I was growing up.
Oh, yeah? Are you an
How
Irish
long?
family?
How long was it?
It was, I would say, probably 2 feet. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because it is like a club.
Yeah, it's like a club. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sort of fat at the front. Yeah. My mom was,
Does it say, did the leprechaun miss the flight after the...
It didn't say.
No, okay, it didn't say so. No Sheleighys, ladies and gentlemen, on your...
That's a fun word, Sheleighly.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
Belushi had something on SNL back in the day about Irish sayings, and he was going off on the Irish at one point. Irish sayings like "top of the morning to you," or "I'll bash you over the head with my shillelagh." It was an old Belushi. I had a thing happen recently that the shillelagh thing reminds me of. I got a really nice table. Dining room table a long time ago, and it's big and it's wood, and I'll keep it forever. But the chairs are falling apart.
Oh my!
They're just crumbling. So I wanted to get some new chairs, but I want them to match the table because I want to keep that table. So I got the idea. I'll just break off a chair leg. Right,
right,
and take it into the furniture store and be like, "Hey, I need you to match this color right here." But the problem is when you walk into a furniture store with a broken off chair leg, it looks like you're angry. It's like, call Charlie, call security. This guy's angry. He's got some kind of a shillelagh in his hand. I know what this is about, Charlie. This is about that furniture we were selling last Christmas. I told you it was going to come back on us. 100% Egyptian wood. There's no trees in Egypt, Charlie. Our only hope is it disintegrates in his hand before he beats us to death.
Greg Warren, once again, the special tonight. It'll start airing 6 o'clock Eastern time. Check it out. It's Greg Warren, the Salesman. When we come back, we have Christy Lee at the news desk. We're going to hear about the Unclaimed Baggage Museum.
It's very cool.
I forgot about it.
A funny story about the president of Mexico has spent years trying to get rid of
most of the people there?
The presidential jet, thank you. Oh, very helpful. And a busted guy posing as a dentist. When they busted him, he had a patient in the chair. Rather sad. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob.
One of the things I like about you is you don't necessarily lower your sights when it comes to some of the things you do. You're willing to go out on a limb.
Oh, I have no sights.
You're willing to go out
blind.
You're willing to go out on a limb and do an impression that perhaps most people aren't going to pick up on.
I'm fearless,
and I respect you for that.
Thank you.
Especially when there's a high quality to the to the message. And, of course, I'm referring to Gregory Peck.
Oh, yes.
Now, Gregory Peck,
Gregory
Peck, not familiar to everybody necessarily, a brilliant actor.
Not everyone knows who he is.
That's right.
But if there was a period of time in which he was a big leading man.
Mm-hmm.
He was
one of the biggest stars in Hollywood.
And he was in something you don't see much anymore unless you look hard, and that is what I would call an important movie.
Yeah.
There are a lot of great movies out there, usually
The Omen,
independent movies.
No, Boys from Brazil.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, I don't mean the.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying. There are a lot of great movies out there these days, but they tend to you got to look for them. A lot of the stuff that gets a lot of publicity is just a bunch of crap with a bunch of crashes and the same old junk. But
To Kill a Mockingbird was a great film.
One of the great films of all time. And,
Yes.
and you do one of the few tributes to it.
Well, yeah, it's a great movie. You learn a lot about tolerance and diversity from it and stuff. But it was made in like 1960 or whatever. And America's changed a lot since then. There's a lot of groups in this country, not even just racial or ethnic groups, but groups of people who define themselves a certain way. And a new one pops up every week. We're like, all right, we're weird, but you better like us, or you're a jerk. Like, all right, we'll write you down on the list. Yeah. If they made To Kill a Mockingbird now, it'd be like 10 hours long to cover all these different groups. How true. Atticus Finch would be out there, tell his little daughter.
Now, Scout, remember how I told you that black folks are just the same as we are, but to treat them with respect. Well, the same goes for these Shiite fundamentalists who just moved in across the streets. They just believe different things than we do. So if you see them out there stoning one of their women to death for sneezing on Wednesday, you pay them no mind. Nobody likes a nosy Nelly. And in this house over here live coprophiliacs. Those are people who derive sexual pleasure from human feces. Now, just because they're unrepentant dump truckers, and we're not, doesn't mean that we are somehow better than they are. They work hard, like all Americans, to put food on their table so they can eat it and poop it out and have sex. I don't know how it works.
I don't want to know how it works.
You just have to be tolerant.
No Oscars for that movie.
No. Mike McRae. How about that?
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif.
Will lose their blue check marks. Elon Musk's owned social platform said after several false starts, Twitter began making good on its promise to remove the check marks from accounts that don't pay a monthly fee. And after almost 4.5 years of trying, Mexico's president has finally sold the unwanted presidential jet to the former Soviet Republic of Tajikistan. President Andrei Manuel Lopez Obrador said the government of Tajikistan paid about $92 million for the Boeing 787 jet. The president of Mexico refused to use the jet after taking office on December 1st, 2018, saying it was too luxurious. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Josh is having a tough time this morning. He's mad at me. Now he's mad at you.
I'm not mad at anybody. Well, if I'm mad at anybody, it's me. Putting myself in this position.
You mean so what you're saying is showing up?
You could be waking up right now, go take a piss, and be getting ready for tonight's show somewhere, right?
On a July night 6 years ago, I could have made a decision, and now I'm stuck with these.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
We had a guy die there.
That's right. I know the story.
I've seen some bad shows, but
now this guy actually died. Comedian named Ron Douglas actually died.
He died stopped breathing. Died.
He stopped breathing. Died.
Did he die in the green room?
He died in the green room.
And everybody went home and didn't know that.
And Larry Reed was there, and I was there.
And you didn't know he was dead.
No, I thought he was sleeping.
So you left him there.
We left him.
So you all the second show. So you all went home.
We all went home. So he's dead on the couch.
So you get a call the next morning.
We get a call the next morning. And Larry answered the phone. We were both staying in the same condo. Larry answered. He just hear he beat me to the phone. He got there. He says, "What? Who? Dead?"
That's Larry Reed.
Yeah. This is all I'm hearing. What? Who? Dead?
That could be the funniest thing I've ever heard.
in this room.
If you could do an impression of a guy with 3 words and nail it.
Who?
Dad. And I've got this look on my face of Larry like, what? He hangs up the phone, looks right at me, and says, frickin' Ron's dead.
That's it.
That was it.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Comedian Nathan Trenholm in the studio with us. Now, Nathan, where are you living now?
I'm living in Los Angeles now, and I live with a guy and a girl. And actually, the last time I was in town, I had some cookies, and I offered some of the cookies to my roommates, and the girl just got all mad at me. She's like, Nathan, I'm an actress. Actresses can't have carbohydrates. I was like, you mispronounced that word. It's pronounced waitress. You're a waitress.
Where are you from, buddy?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thug downtown. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come home for dinner.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a...
.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Sheleighly.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, Pat. There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, Josh. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Big dog.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom with that special guest here in the studio.
Isn't this fun? We're going to have 2 great comedians today. Greg Warren is here, and coming up, it'll be Haywood Banks. Mr. Warren is on his way to Dayton, Ohio's Funny Bone. He's also on his way to an electronic device probably in your possession right now, beginning at 6 o'clock this evening.
That was
It'll
smooth.
be the family-friendly special entitled Greg Warren the Salesman.
So funny.
Should be great. Recorded live in Lexington, Kentucky, one of the most beautiful cities in America.
The Athens of the West.
And the very handsome Mr. Warren will be on stage. He's got blue eyes, and he's going to talk about his days of selling peanut butter and other. Can you just give me a couple topics that you're talking about?
I talk a little bit about holistic medicine.
Really?
Talk about my dad a little bit. Talk, quite a bit about peanut butter. Duncan Hines, Crisco.
How is old Mr. Warren doing?
He's good, man. He got married.
Got married?
Got married Saturday.
What's that?
Wow. Yeah, my dad got married.
Oh, congratulations, Mr. Warren.
Did you do a quick 20?
I didn't, man. They
Did you do a toast?
My dad did the toast. It was very nice.
Oh, I bet. That's lovely.
Very nice. He had a little bit of a low blood sugar.
Okay.
And so I didn't know if he was going to make it through it. Yeah, a little shaky.
This is the speech, not the honeymoon.
Yeah, no, when he was up, I didn't.
Your dad probably had sex on the honeymoon.
Oh my gosh!
Well, here's hoping, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, he.
well, did it? Okay.
It was great. Yeah, but he was like, I was like, what's going on? He's like, go get me a candy bar. I was like,
oh, okay, yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Good.
But,
we will return to the news desk right now with Sheleighly. What have we missed?
A lost luggage retailer in Alabama is opening a museum today to display some of the more unusual items they have found over the years.
This is interesting, Tom. I didn't know there was a lost luggage retailer.
I didn't either. I think they buy up all the luggage, I guess, and resell
and then they go,
it.
hey, here you go.
Oh, it's like Storage Wars, but with luggage?
Yeah, I think
I'd
so.
like to go get my bag back.
Unclaimed Baggage in Scottsboro has been purchasing lost luggage from airlines since 1970.
Wow.
And over the decades has amassed a collection of unusual items.
Okay.
Among them on display, the hoggle. Does anybody know what the hoggle?
It can't be what I think it is.
It's a baby
Go.
pig. A baby pig.
I bet it is.
Oh.
There was a guy, this weird, like, old man goblin type thing in the movie Labyrinth.
That's exactly what it is.
His name was Hoggle. That's
Yep.
what this is?
It's the puppet from David Bowie's 1986 film Labyrinth.
Wow.
Very good, Josh. Wow. Also on display, a taxidermied rattlesnake to represent the live one that was found in the pocket of a duffel bag.
Oh, sure.
Yikes.
Somebody was flying with that. A live rattlesnake.
Sir, next time, tape your maracas together, all right? It's too much noise.
Oh, okay.
There's a Muhammad Ali signed hat, replicas of several ancient Egyptian artifacts.
When did he sign the hat? Was it legible?
Don't. Come on, man.
Yeah, we understand.
Don't explain it.
We got you.
Replicas of several ancient Egyptian artifacts, including a mummified hawk sarcophagus that was discovered in a Gucci bag.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of descriptive, isn't it? A medieval armor, a Michael Jordan signed basketball, and drums with the signatures of all the members of Kings of Leon, the band.
Great band.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I'm not a joke. I had a drum head signed by Kings of Leon that I got at Bonnaroo when I was like 15, and I lost it and I never found it. I swear to God, if that's that, I'm going to freak out.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, you have to wonder, almost everybody that goes there must say to themselves, I wonder if they're going to have my...
Yeah.
I mean, who hasn't at some point in their life lost a bag flying?
I haven't. I've never lost a bag flying.
No, yeah, but it was returned. And they're actually pretty good about it. They delivered it to my house.
Yeah, same here. No, mine's gone forever.
Oh.
Really?
What'd you lose? Anything of value?
Some pretty cool shirts.
Greg, did you get compensated for it?
Yeah, but it's not that much because if you bought the shirt 10 years ago, they depreciate it, right?
How do they know your shirt was 10 years old?
I'm honest. They ask you when you buy it. But let's say a suitcase, and I had a really good suitcase, okay? And they say, when'd you buy it? Well, they depreciate it, so it's not worth as much as when you bought it. But the thing is, you weren't going to buy it. You didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
I was never going to need to buy another suitcase.
Right.
By the way, I've got some luggage, Briggs & Riley. It's the best.
Nice stuff.
Lifetime guarantee.
How about that?
I bought one of these bags I bought literally 20 years ago, and let me tell you something. They made a bad deal. All right? Like I've sent this thing back like 10 times, and like that company's got to be going under because it was a horrible deal. It's such a.
So they give you a new one?
They just send you, they fix it up, or they send you a new one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody travels every day like you do, so.
No.
Well, good for them.
I'm just saying, I think I might be taking them down. I almost feel guilty about it.
Huh.
I'm a note in their annual report. Well, it was a good year, but we made the Warren deal. We've had to cut we're not Briggs & Riley anymore. We had to fire Riley.
He's the one who made the deal with Warren.
Yeah.
Would that be a fun job working at the place that buys all the lost luggage? And
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think you get to pick and choose, though.
But I mean, every day you'd be opening up bags and
buy a lot.
All the stuff you'd find.
I'm sure it's mostly the same stuff, but every once in a while.
Something really wild.
Probably a lot of personal devices, I would think.
Like dildos?
That's what I was
okay, yeah.
around.
Yeah.
I think you understand the.
Do you suppose, like in the coffee room at this place, they have them lined up by height on the back wall, and they have little because I don't know.
It looks like the evolutionary scale.
They small ones.
The little ones aren't hunched over.
Well, that can be effective.
I guess.
I bet they find a lot of bongs.
Probably.
Who flies with a bong?
Actually, are you allowed to?
If it's super well cleaned, but if the guy's bored and wants to get mad at you, if he smells anything, they can get you for it.
Yeah.
If it's new?
If it's new, 100%, yeah, you're all good.
Oh, okay.
I have buddies, they're like, they do glass shows, they blow glass, and so they'll get these big cases that, like, the only thing I can compare it to is when a band tours and they have those big, massive cases.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure.
And they put them in there and they travel and then they sell them on the road.
Didn't Tommy Chong get in trouble?
I think that may have been via the mail, which is a different.
I think those were different times. I don't.
Yeah,
that was a.
It was a joke.
Case.
Yeah, they were trying to take him down.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
Tommy Chong.
Once again, we're going to be joined by Haywood Banks. Looking forward to seeing Heywood. He's got this new song he's very excited about. I am too. Christy Lee is at the news desk. Give me one more.
Okay, after almost 4.5 years of trying, Mexico's president announced yesterday he's finally sold the unwanted presidential jet to the former Soviet Republic.
Oh, terrific.
Of Tajikistan.
Oh, okay.
President André Manuel López Obrador said the government of Tajikistan paid about $92 million for the Boeing 787.
Wow.
López Obrador refused to use the large jet after taking office on December 1st, 2018.
$92 million or 3 times their GDP.
Saying it was too luxurious. The president usually takes commercial flights, and he said it had been difficult to sell because it's configured to carry only 80 people and has a full presidential suite with a private bath.
Can you imagine, Tom, the president taking a commercial flight? Oh. Hey, just being heckled.
That'd be great.
Well, I think if he's the president of Mexico.
So, what do you do?
No, but it's president of Mexico, so you're on the plane and thinking, hey, you didn't have any, like, bad phone calls with, maybe the cartels today, did you? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Did you check your luggage?
Yeah, you packed your own bags.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you got a good look-see at that thing. This is gate C4. That's a little bit scary. Have you seen the plane?
No.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
The dingle
bouncing.
Dingle balls on.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
That was Soul Plane.
Yeah, you're right.
Great film.
Yeah.
Great film, Soul Plane.
Coming up, a little bit of Heywood, a little bit more from Greg Warren.
And we kind of have peanut butter in the news today.
What?
Yes.
Is it Jif?
Nope.
I don't want to hear it.
Skip it. Speaking of food, this is going to be great because HelloFresh has a bunch of great new stuff. HelloFresh knows you're busy. That's why they do the shopping. So they get the food. The food is all fresh. They do all the measuring. So it's ready to put together. Some of the stuff gets put together in 10 or 15 minutes. The new fast and fresh options from HelloFresh. Every week, by the way, more than 40 recipes. Over 100 seasonal and convenience items to choose from each week. And by the way, you can swap proteins, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and enjoy some great restaurant-quality food and have some fun at the same time. And it's a great new offer I'm going to tell you about. But first, Willie, what have you been working on over there?
Man, check out the barbecue pulled chicken tacos with creamy slaw and red onion. HelloFresh sends you 8 ingredients. You put those together in 4 easy steps using only 1 pan. In just over 15 minutes, you have this delicious, colorful taco dish that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Here's something new. Sign up today. 50% off plus your first box ships for free with this code BTShow50 in honor of the 50% that you're saving. HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. It's always fresh, and they've done a lot of the work. Also, it's fun to do with your kids. Teach them about cooking. Great for date night. HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. That's BTShow50. Once again, HelloFresh.com. Remember the code BTShow50. Coming up, a little bit of something from Haywood Banks. More with Greg Warren. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Yeah, we just landed. I know. Hey, thanks a lot for tuning.
I did go out with a girl a lot younger than me, which was an odd experience.
Yeah.
A lot younger, early 30s, very early 30s, 22. And
yeah,
it was a mistake because I thought I'd be the older, well, for 2 reasons it was a mistake. One, I thought I'd be the older experienced man and I would teach her about love, so I'm very confident, I'm giving her hot talk in her ear. I don't know if you've ever done that where you're right next to someone's ear and you're kind of like, I'm paraphrasing.
Of course, I understand.
This is in the transcript. Hey, baby, you like that? You like what I'm doing, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, well, I bet you do. Yeah, well, I think you're hot. I think you're hot, too. I'm getting turned on by the own girl and my own routine. I'm actually thinking,
were you doing both voices then?
Voices?
Yeah, Bob and I are on the same page.
I'm not sitting there. Yeah, you doing both voices while you're whispering in her ear?
Yeah,
it's like a ventriloquist.
Yeah,
you all right?
It's just my sock puppet, honey. Just play along. Lonely time. I think you're hot too. Oh yeah, do you? Well, I'm gonna give it to you. I want you to give it to me, baby. Tell me about what you got down there.
Uh-oh.
What did you say? Tell me what you got down there.
Wow.
do you want to know about it? Just tell me all about it. Well, I've had it my whole life. I keep it very clean. I'm fastidious about hygiene. Now tell me what it does. It works well with others. It's a team player, self-motivated. Tell me how big it is. Well, that is an issue of perspective. You can't judge it. You got to go right now?
Oh, come on.
Hey, see you on Craigslist. Another smooch girl.
Dwight Slade is our guest.
That was a bad move.
No. Good night.
2 minutes after that,
Go away.
Stalker's Choice Coffee. The coffee is so good, he'll come back again and again and again.
Coffee. More coffee.
Go away.
I need some coffee.
I'm going to call the police.
You want it so bad.
I'm calling 911.
You want it so bad.
Stalker's Choice Coffee. Share some with a neighbor. Stalker's Choice. It's what obsessive-compulsive relationships are made of.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I work the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
We have comedian Eric Hunter here with us. Eric, I'm guessing just I don't know. You're kind of a pasty guy.
Well, hey, great to see you, Eric. Always a pleasure.
Well, Eric looks so pale because he's had a. Didn't you have a family?
We have coupons to a spa.
He had a family. He recently had a family tragedy.
He did?
His grandmother.
Oh,
didn't your
it was
grandmother?
very sad.
Yeah.
What happened?
Grams passed away.
Oh, no.
It was actually a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Really?
But she was 97
Well, that's a
years
good
old.
full life.
Yeah, she passed away after a lengthy battle with a bear.
Damn her luck.
Snuck into the tent,
Usually the bear wins.
Yeah.
I'll bet you put up a hell of a struggle, though.
She fought for a while, but
feisty old lady.
I told her not to hang food in the tent.
Don't hang food in the tent, Grams.
Oh, my God.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not. Yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. There's a tax joke for the accountants. Woo!
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Tom Show, Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold with another special guest.
Swapped chairs. We've swapped chairs. Mr. Greg Warren is taking a break. He'll be back soon, but in the meantime, it is the legend of Haywood Banks.
Good morning.
And Mr. Banks joined us in Cincinnati, debuted a song, and I understand you've been working on it and giving it some polish. And
yeah, trying to.
We'd love to hear it.
Was it? Okay.
Okay, this is another serious song from Mr. Haywood Banks.
I saw the weirdest thing the other day. I was in Walmart, and there was a guy with a
oxygen tank, on wheels. He had the hoses going up to his nose. And he was wearing an Air Supply T-shirt.
Interesting band.
Yeah. Very weird. Anyway. Never pick up a person by the head. Oh, it's been proven to be an unpopular thing to do. Never pick up a person by the head. Always keep in mind this very simple rule. You may have seen an acrobat spinning through the air with someone holding them aloft, a grip upon their hair. You're mistaken to take this activity as one folks enjoy, I found. And over time you're bound to find your friends won't want to hang around. Best remember what your mother said. Never pick up a person by the head. Never pick up a person by the head. Oh, it's been proven to be an unpopular thing to do. Never pick up a person by the head. And keep in mind this very simple rule. Technique and reflexes no one appreciates. It's annoying and inconvenient for those who participate. Like it said in the certified letter I received from an attorney, folks fail to find it funny once their trousers turn all uriny. I will admit it can turn a face quite red when you pick up a person by the head. Oh, never pick up a person by the head. It's been proven to be an unpopular thing to do. Never pick up a person by the head. Always keep in mind this very simple rule. Pick an alternate appendage, there's a variety to choose. A vigorous grip to lift the pits, a hoisted groin will do. Refrain from the cranium, come on, let's make a plan. Forgo the awkward moment when a head might pop off in your hand. Guess then you'll have to dig another hole behind the shed. When you pick up a person by the head, always remember what your mother said. No, no, no. No, no.
Oh. Thank you very much, Mr. Haywood Banks. And among the shows coming up for Mr. Banks, it's my understanding you're going to be in Toledo next week. Is that correct?
At a Unitarian church.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Very
That'll
nice.
be
You
interesting.
had your sermon ready?
I am. I'm going to pick up some units.
Do we know what day that's going to be?
Pardon me?
Is that going to be on a Friday or a Saturday or
It's a
Sunday?
Saturday.
A Saturday.
Saturday
okay,
show.
Okay.
Yeah, they're booked on Sunday.
If you're familiar.
Most, not necessarily.
Yeah, that's true.
We have Christy Lee at the news desk. We haven't gotten all of the news out. What can you lay on us over there?
Elvis Whiskey has launched a new midnight snack-flavored whiskey. Inspired by the rock legend's favorite sandwich, Midnight Snack, features the flavors peanut butter, banana, and bacon. The 70-proof flavored whiskey is available for $34.99 at stores nationwide, as well as on online sites like Caskers and Reserve Bar.
This is better than their Elvis barbiturate flavored whiskey. Now with more antihistamine.
Yeah. That stuff really bound you up.
Made you sleepy, too.
Bound for Glory. I think that was his next album.
Not enough fiber. I was not familiar with Elvis whiskey. And I Googled it.
I was not either.
It is obviously licensed by the Elvis estate. There's a pretty cool picture of Elvis back in the skinny days.
Oh.
Yeah, I've talked about this before. Do you know that the secret to Elvis's most famous sandwich?
The peanut butter one that you hear about? Peanut butter banana?
Peanut butter banana. There's a secret.
Go ahead, Tom, share it.
I heard an interview with Elvis's chef, and she was saying...
And you heard it was her, and it was a woman, right? Because
Yes.
I heard the story more than once. And you stuck with the interview, even though you knew what the topic was. You talking about, you hung in there.
It's a simple trick,
Uh-huh.
but to do the fried peanut butter and banana sandwich, obviously not very healthy.
Obviously.
And you're frying it in butter. But the trick is you put the bread in the toaster, you make toast, then you make the sandwich, then you do the deep frying.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
See, so you get that crisp thing. Just for those that cook, Big difference.
You know, I wonder how the air fryer could change that for you.
Maybe a healthier alternative.
Mhm.
You know what? If Elvis had had an air fryer, maybe he'd still be with us.
He might have been. Yeah.
That'd be a great commercial. Oh man, it's a ghost of the king.
Was Elvis a drinker at all?
No.
No, so just the pills and stuff. All right.
Yeah. And, well, there are lots of interesting things about the king. Pat, do you have a little tune for us?
I do indeed, yeah.
Oh, wait, is it the king?
I don't know if it is, but I'll give it a shot. Wise men say only fools drink this. Because I can't help falling down drunk on it. Oh, take my hand, because I can't walk straight. I can't help falling down drunk with you. Peanut butter and bacon and a banana or two. Mix it with the whiskey, a midnight snack with booze. Put me to bed. I drank a bottle or two, for I can't help falling down drunk with you. Thank you very much. I'm going to bed.
Oh, okay.
This is left.
But it doesn't sound too bad. What do you think?
I've had peanut butter whiskey. It's not too bad, so I guess why not?
I've had peanut butter.
Yeah, that's real good.
You know, Greg Warren has a whole thing about peanut butter in his new special, which starts airing tonight at 6 o'clock Eastern, called Greg Warren the Salesman. Just Google it or look for it on Nateland on YouTube. Thank you very much. Yeah, my dad used to eat peanut butter and bacon sandwiches.
Wow. Just on plain bread?
Yeah.
No, not toasted or grilled?
Sounds good, huh?
Well, no wonder he couldn't walk.
I don't know.
really heavy, right?
That must have been what put him in the wheelchair.
Real fat guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he was fat.
Christy Lee, once again at the news desk. Have we missed anything?
Speaking of fat, beef fat, actually. It's called tallow, and traditionally it's been used in cooking and for making candles as well as soap.
Candles. It makes candles.
Oh, lovely
so
candles.
cute.
Incandescent. You light them on fire.
Dermatologists are warning against.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Dermatologists are warning against a new so-called beef tallow skincare trend. According to the New York Post, beauty influencers, one of Tom's favorites.
Well, they're important, doing good work.
We're all killed in a plane crash.
Have been praising beef tallow, claiming it fights acne, combats dullness, and transforms their skin.
Tracks flies.
Yeah, and wolves.
You don't want to go swimming right after applying the beef tallow, where all these sharks come from.
Dermatologists, however, are
You
raising...
stay on the tallow end. You're fine.
Sure.
Naturally.
They're raising their eyebrows at this. Board-certified dermatologist Dr. Muneeb Shah told the Post that while using tallow on your skin is not unsafe, it's not really the best moisturizer. He explained that tallow, because it's
tallow,
tallow, exclamation point.
He says tallow is high in oleic acid, just like olive oil, and it's been shown to disrupt the skin barrier and actually cause more irritation. He also warned it will likely clog pores because it's thick and heavy. I can't even imagine.
I know.
Can you? It's like putting Crisco on your face. Shaw also added that with so many great skincare products, they are both affordable and cruelty-free. Tallow is anti what the skincare industry is looking for.
So if you want meat on your face, ladies, never mind.
Will you get your mind out of the gutter, Tom? Please.
That is a really bad idea.
Your father will. That's your father.
Beef tallow was, Willie mentioned this earlier, but McDonald's did used to cook their fries in it. And then there was that whole thing against fat, which I think was sort of pushed by the sugar industry, where they were like, no, fat will kill you. And they stopped, and they found that they were honestly healthier.
Yeah.
The beef tallow fries were healthier than what they went to for a while.
It's a healthy fat. You need healthy fats in your body.
Just not on your face.
No, you don't need to rub it all over your body.
No.
My body.
Unless you want to.
Well,
again, rub beef tallow on yourself and go swimming, see what happens.
Well, wait a minute. Well, I don't know if sharks have had beef a lot.
Yeah, but once they do, the word's going to get out.
Scientists have discovered marijuana gives worms the munchies.
Whoa.
Worms are just like me, man.
Do we have any gummy us?
Cannabis has an age-old reputation, of course, for causing users to crave tasty, high-calorie foods. Now, researchers in Oregon have discovered that worms also experience these cravings after consuming cannabinoids.
No kidding.
Yeah. Nematode worms in the study reacted to cannabinoids in precisely the same way as humans. It makes the worms hungrier for their favored foods and less hungry for their non-favored foods.
Tom has his hand raised there.
Yes, Tom.
Shouldn't they be doing this to the fish? I mean, what? You want the fish to be hungry. This would revolutionize the fishing industry.
So give the fish cannabinoids so they eat the worms?
Yeah.
More quickly?
Put the worm on your hook. You heave the hook in the water.
Maybe they've tried it with the fish, and the fish don't react the way the worms do.
Yeah, maybe they can't get them lit.
The joint goes out, yeah.
I could use a water bomb.
Did you speaking of worms, did you do the article about that guy that had the 57-foot tapeworm?
Oh, my word.
Oh, 57 feet. That's like 700-inch worms.
You know, I'm just going to have to trust you on that.
You know, I read the worst part was he said that when it reels back real fast, the snap at the end.
Like a measuring tape.
That's scary. 57 feet, because most worms don't have any feet. So 57 feet. That's
more. Yeah.
It's like a centipede.
Do you?
Now I'm singing fishing worms in my head. Thanks.
I was just going to say, I should have thought of this.
Yeah.
Do you know the famous Haywood Banks song called Fishing Worms?
Maybe.
Fortunately, we have the artist here. Now, if we had the Heywood cover band, well, they'd know it.
Or the Heywood big cover songbook.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Oh, it's over here somewhere.
Oh.
It's over here somewhere. I think it's...
That's it.
Fishing worms. Fishing worms. Everybody's wishing they had fishing worms. Find them in the backyard, underneath the rock. Slip them in your sandwich, put them in your socks. Fishing worms. Do your English homework, underline a word, circle direct object and transitive verb with a fishing worm. Fishing worm. Well, my big sister, she don't care for my fishing worm. Big ones, little ones, they scare her to death. She'd make a chocolate shake, I dropped a couple in the blender. Now she's looking at me with bated breath. Ooh, from eating fishing worms, fishing worms. Everybody's wishing they had fishing worms. Wrap them around a corkscrew, twist them around some twine, take them to the health spa so they can unwind. Fishing worms. Find them in the backyard, underneath some leaves, make them little dresses, just leave off the sleeve. Fish worms, fish worms.
Fishing worms.
Oh, I have an idea for a new live show.
What?
I'd get Heywood up there, unprepared, and then the audience could bet on which songs he would get through.
Unplugged was really very successful. Unprepared.
Yes.
That's a classic. God, I love that
I
song.
love that song, too.
So this is a weird study that we're talking about worms.
I don't know why they'd want... Why would they use worms?
Who knows?
Maybe because people would think it's like immoral if they're using them against bigger, cuter animals.
Yeah, I think actually at the end of this study, they're going to start moving up the scale. What the point of the study is, human beings that use whatever it is, THC or marijuana, tend to get really hungry. So they wanted to see if it would happen in other critters, and it does with worms.
But it's not just hungry. They get hungry for favorite foods, like certain foods, not just... You're not going to crave broccoli.
Oh, do we have any sous vide?
Yeah.
Has there ever been like a... I mean, I'm sure there's some vegan stoners out there. But
Well, of course.
That has to be pretty funny.
You mean like healthy edibles? Is that what you're asking about?
Like someone who's a real strict vegan. They're incredibly stoned. They open up the fridge and, well, I guess I'm going to have to go cut the lawn. I'll just eat that.
Hey, good thing I stopped at Walt's Crawlers on the way home.
We have Haywood Banks hanging out with us. Next week, it's Toledo. How do people find out where that is?
Toledo, that's on a map.
Fair question. Fair question. Toledo, USA, Ohio. It's the Unitarian Church.
It's on Eventbrite. It's the Unitarian Church in Toledo. This week I'm playing Kokomo tonight, and I'm playing Plainfield, Indiana tomorrow night.
Okay, and you can. Are these on your website?
It's on on HeywoodBanks.com and the information I sent you, and
well, I look around, I see nothing. That's very good, Haywood.
Thank you,
very much.
Tom, once more.
Season 2 of Unprepared, trying to do plugs with Tom Griswold.
Are they on the sheet? I guess not. Right now, I want to talk about being prepared for Mother's Day. That's right. It's just around the corner. When is it, Christy?
May 14th.
Just a couple weeks away. You can get this all done with Steven Singer at IHateStevenSinger.com. The latest is the brand new neon green 24-karat gold dipped rose. It's a real rose dipped in real 24-karat gold, exclusively available from Steven Singer. It will last forever. It comes in a beautiful gift box with a personalized Mother's Day card. You're the person who's doing the personalizing. They'll be in the mail today if you get the order in before 2 o'clock Eastern time. And, of course, it's Steven Singer Jewelers. Like all of Steven Singer's stuff, the full lifetime guarantee is included for free. Log on to Steven Singer at IHateStevenSinger.com. See all the cool stuff he's got. Bracelets, necklaces, all kinds of things. Earrings, always a big plus. And the beautiful roses. They start at $59. A great gift for those many mothers in your life. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, a little more with Mr. Greg Warren, a little more with Mr. Haywood Banks. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You are live in the studio with your guitar. You said you wanted to play something solo. What do you have in mind?
Well, I just did something solo. I feel like kind of throwing in a curveball. I don't know. Sure. I don't know if people feel like hearing the blues.
Sure.
I wrote a pretty cool little blues song on this new record. It's called My Baby Don't Love Me Blues.
I think I'm all set. You ready?
Ready. Let it roll.
So, nice job, man. That was fantastic. Brian Setzer live in the studio.
Hi, Dad. Did you hurt yourself somehow?
Well, my cousin actually. Him and his wife were getting ready to go on vacation, and actually they were having breakfast. He jumps into the shower, and she screams for help because the garbage disposal is backed up. So he thinks, I'll jump out and I'll hit the breaker underneath the garbage disposal, and he's butt naked, and he bends down on all fours. And their brand new kitten latches onto his testicles. There's more.
There's more. As if this story needs more.
I hope it involves electricity.
He raises up and knocks himself out on the plumbing to wake up to two chuckling paramedics.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
If that was dodgeball, that guy would have been out.
Yeah. Well, that's...
Yeah, my cousin never told me what he named the kitten either.
No, yeah. Clawed balls. All right.
Revenge of the Alley Cat.
I know.
Why do you call the kitty Claude? It's a funny story.
It's a long story.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Eyebrow dandruff. That's disgusting. Is that a thing?
I'm not proud of it.
Why would you bring that up on the air?
I didn't. It was Christy did. It was said in confidence off the air.
Yeah.
Don't ever say eyebrow dandruff in front of a potential lover.
No.
Hey, look, ladies. If I'm on top, you might get sprinkled on.
Well,
Let it snow.
if you're on top, I'll just let everybody else finish that.
Oh, I see. If you're on top, you got about eight seconds to live. Is that it?
I wouldn't say 8.
If you're on top, Godspeed to your ribs, ladies. Is that what we're getting at?
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass.
Details about that coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Sheleighly at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hey, chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey, buddy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Chick McGee, and Heywood was here, but of course he wasn't doing anything. He had to go take a call. There's Tom Griswold.
Oh, Heywood's back. Look at that. And we're going to get Greg Warren.
I leave once, and he actually says my name. I can't believe it.
We're going to get Greg Warren back in here.
There are ways we do things, Heywood. Welcome to the show.
Wow. We'll get Greg Warren back in here in just a few minutes. We'll get one more song out of Mr. Banks. But first, Christy Lee is still at the news desk. What have we missed?
Connecticut police have arrested a man accused of running an illegal dental operation in a hotel room, Josh.
Oh, how lovely.
According to Danbury police, officers responded to a La Quinta hotel where they found an impromptu operation set up with dental drills, suction machines, medication, and a portable x-ray machine. Oh, the guy had all the equipment.
Man.
As officers spoke to the suspect, a man allegedly left the bathroom with gauze in his mouth and told police he just had a procedure done.
This sounds like a scene from a movie.
Yes.
Cops bust the guy. Some guy comes out.
WFSB.
Free service and boobs, beer.
Reports
How about that?
the suspect, Hugo Moraz de Limia.
Hugo Moraz.
Moraz de Limia was arrested on charges of practicing dentistry without a license and illegal sale of prescription drugs.
I always wake up in a bathtub full of ice when I go to the dentist.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that rapper that was posing as a dentist? It was a huge remember that? It was Florida. Don't you remember Florida?
I remember.
I do. Yeah.
Taking shots over here.
Absolutely.
Florida.
Thank you.
I mean, there was a commercial on TV where it was a tooth replacement thing, and this old guy came out and says, he's supposed to say they have the expertise.
But it sounds like you're saying they have the extra teeth. They have the extra teeth to fix you up.
Do you suppose this guy? I mean, this sounds
I'm sure
ridiculous.
he probably was a dentist, maybe some other country, and couldn't get licensed here, maybe.
Oh, I was thinking of some guy that is interested in it and watched a lot of YouTube videos.
I want to be a dentist.
I mean, you can probably YouTube.
Probably.
I mean, you can YouTube everything.
Yeah.
Can you go on YouTube and go how to put a crown on?
Boy,
that'd be tough.
Absolutely.
I'm sure.
No.
Everything's on there.
Man.
I don't know. I mean, black market dentistry.
That's really something.
Yeah. Although probably more likely to take our insurance.
I have no problems.
Wow. We've been hearing earlier about the black market plastic surgeons doing the butt lifts and all that other stuff. But okay. I wonder if it would be interesting, Pat, if your son would probably like to go there if the pool was there at the hotel. And get the cavity drilled and go take a dip. He loves the pool. Mr. Banks, are you ready to do another song? I see you're moving over there.
Yeah, I have another song.
Okay. Is this something we'll recognize?
Back when I was captain of me pirate ship, I told the crew just what to do, don't give me lip. We'd break the wind and shoot the breeze and try to name the 7 seas, but we couldn't do it. Way back when I was captain of me pirate ship, I lost me hand when me manicurist slipped. Another slip, me leg I lose, that's why I cannot wear boat shoes. But I get half off on mani-pedis. Sea salt, all day through. I curse the crew. Halt your ceaseless insubordination. Sea salt. With our pirate flag unfurled, we bury treasure around the world like a pack of distracted pirate squirrels. Way back when I was captain of me pirate ship, we hassled the various mess of vessels on our trip. The biggest frigates we would stop and got to rob a lot of yachts. And an occasional sloop if we weren't too pooped. Sea salt, all day through. I curse the crew. Halt your ceaseless insubordination. Sea salt. I swear in the bones of Davy Jones. If one of you monkeys will walk the plank, if I hear just one more poop deck joke. Close. Way back when I was captain of me pirate ship, me. Try the name the 7 seas, but we couldn't do it.
Yeah, man. Haywood Banks. Some people, they often say, "Is your show live?"
You know, when I was a mere guest on this show, I would have trouble sleeping the night before.
You wondered how you got on the show, stuff like that.
I'd come in hoping to do my best. I didn't know that we could just come in and.
It's worked for me for 30 years. It's unbelievable.
This is called works in progress.
Yes.
As I was saying earlier, sometimes when we would do the live day shows, we'd have great bands come in, like Peter Frampton would be here. So many, Skinnerd, just terrific bands. And sometimes the people would be calling the request line going, "Well, you've got the band there. How come you're playing their records?" That's how slick and great these guys were. It was such a good mix. That never happened with Heywood. They would call up and go, "Hey, could you play the record?"
Did you ever have the opposite where...
Can you play the record?
Yeah, Skinnerd would be in here and they'd be halfway through Gimme 3 Steps and go, "Oh my God, I've played this 10,000 times." Where they would forget?
Rodney Carrington.
Oh, okay.
We had to we had the huge band and Michael Clark on pedal steel under the direction of the great Steve Ali, and then all of a sudden just complete derailment. And then we're all sitting there going, 1, 2, 3. He got it back. Rodney's going back out on tour, by the way. But today we have 2 of the cleanest performers in American comedy, Mr. Haywood Banks and Mr. Greg Warren. And Mr. Banks will be next Saturday at the Unitarian Church in Toledo, Ohio. It will not be some kind of memorial service. It'll be a concert.
We hope.
Eventbrite is where you'll find the information you need about that.
And Mad Hatter shows they've got where I'm playing.
Okay, Mad Hatter?
Mad Hatter shows.
Okay, all right. Okay,
and I'll be in Plainfield and
okay, I'll get to those in just a second. We do have time to say another quick hello to Miss Christy Lee at the news desk. Have we missed everything?
Pretty close. A New York City woman looks like is going to be sentenced after she was convicted of trying to kill her look-alike friend with a poisoned cheesecake.
Look-alike friend?
Yeah. 47-year-old Victoria Nasarova intended to kill Olga Sivik with a cheesecake laced with potentially fatal drugs so she could steal Sivik's identity, passport, and other documents.
Whoa.
In hopes of returning to Russia. At the time of the incident, the two women strongly resembled each other. Both had dark hair, similar complexions, and of course both spoke Russian. Skyvik ate the tainted cake but survived the attempted poisoning attempt, and now Ms. Nazarova sentenced 21 years in prison for the attempted murder.
I say don't put her to prison. Send her back to Russia. Good luck.
Yeah.
Have fun. You'll be moving to Ukraine soon. That sounds like a TV show.
Yeah.
But the two women, that'd be a good setup for a show. Two women that look alike and you think they're really good friends, but one's plotting to kill
they're
the
cousins. And both of them play like Patty Duke. And
that'd be cool. Now, we're going to come back with Mr. Greg Warren. And once again, his comedy special starts airing tonight at 6. I'm so excited about it. It's called Greg Warren, the Salesman. YouTube it. Nate Land YouTuber. Just Google it. You'll land there. Similarly with Haywood Banks, you can go to Eventbrite and find out where Mr. Banks will be. I do know that, I want to get this straight here, that tonight and tomorrow, Greg Warren is in Dayton, Ohio with the Funny Bone.
That's right.
Am I getting it right? Okay, very good. And we got Willie G doing something Saturday at the famous White Rabbit. I'll give you details on that coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, for everything Bob and Tom, check out our website, bobandtom.com. And don't forget, you can always email us. We love to hear from our listeners, whether you're asking for a simple request. Perhaps you'd like to hear, I don't know, Shirtless Girl. Hey, play Shirtless Girl. It's just that easy. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Next thing you know, Tom says, Brad from Colorado wants to hear Shirtless Girl. Brad, here you go. And next thing you know, we're hearing Shirtless Girl. But you got to make the request. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. And keep in mind, when you make that request, Tom could virtually ignore it for a week or two, but eventually we will get to your request. That's why we have it. And we see all the emails that come in. That's what I do. I see all the emails, the good and the bad and the ugly. You listeners are fun out there with your emails, but we love to hear from you. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Crews scrambling to restore power to thousands of residents after tornadoes plowed through Oklahoma during another deadly spring storm in the U.S., killing at least 3 people damaging dozens of homes. Thursday, a day after at least 8 tornadoes spun through Oklahoma, Governor Kevin Stitt said authorities still assessing the scale of the destruction. He toured the aftermath in Shawnee, where nearly every building at Oklahoma Baptist University showed damage. A home improvement store destroyed. Several people sheltering inside did survive. 2 lawn care facilities and a hospital in Shawnee also damaged by the tornadoes. This time it's for real. Many of Twitter's high-profile users have lost the blue check marks that help verify their identity and distinguish them from imposters on the Elon Musk-owned social media platform. After several false starts, Twitter began making good on its promise Thursday to remove the blue checks from accounts that don't pay a monthly fee to keep them. Twitter had about 300,000 verified users under the original blue check system, many of them journalists, athletes, and public figures. And that's a look at things you may have missed on this Friday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Bob and Tom Show now presents The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Hello again, everybody. This is ex-attorney Jack Thomas. You know, I get a lot of mail here at the ex-law office, and today, let's open a letter. Well, this comes from young Davy Radonovich of Kokomo, Indiana. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davy, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davy, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
We have comedian Michael Palisak joining us here in the studio. Now, you are a young guy.
Yeah.
Out on the road doing your comedy. I've seen your live show. It was great.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Now, are you were, as I recall, a college man?
Yeah, I graduated a while ago, and it's weird because I didn't know I was going to do this right away, and people would always ask me those questions. They'd be like, oh, Michael, what are you going to do after graduation? What are you going to do after graduation? What are you going to do after graduation? I'm just like, well, I'm pretty sure my parents are taking me out for dinner.
Yeah.
After that, I have no idea. I was an English major. All that's helped me do is critique my rejection letters.
Tell it, brother.
Like there should be a comma there. In between the words incompetent and unqualified. That's, separate adjectives.
Sad. What are your friends doing from college?
I don't know. One of my friends, I remember he was really into science. One of my friends at school, one time he's like, Michael, I'm going to get a tattoo of an atom on my arm. I was like, wow, that's going to be really small. You probably won't be able to see it if it's accurate. I got tattoos of atoms all over my body. Where are they? I don't believe you.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Now, Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Well, hi, Chick McGee.
Hey there. I think that's her. I can't see for her bangs, but sounds like her. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
In the performance room.
I just can't get it together to trim my bangs. I don't know what the problem is. You have your gala tonight, though. You're going to.
I'll trim them before the gala.
Oh well, so we're not as good as the gala. Is that
I
right?
didn't have time this morning. I showered at least.
Are you doing it yourself?
I can do it myself, yeah. But I will make an appointment for
Keep
next
your
week.
bangs. I live through them vicariously.
I don't get that, but that's Josh Arnold.
I don't have bangs.
He doesn't have bangs.
No, he doesn't have as much hair.
Any hair? There's Ace Cosby. Oh, look at Willie's
Willie's bangs.
At Willie's bangs.
wow.
Oh, yeah,
That's
nice.
your
You look like
son,
Chris
Tom.
Gaines.
He does look like Chris Gaines.
Yes.
He looks just like Chris Gaines.
I'm heading out of here. I got to start an emo group in Ohio in 2008. Let's make some music, sister.
Boy, we have had some obscure references this week. Chris Gaines.
Is that the alter ego?
Alt identity.
Of who?
Garth Brooks.
And so he had a very successful career and then one day just said, this isn't enough for me.
He wanted to do a side project, and it almost took out a record label.
Was there like a press release like Garth Brooks is
No.
Chris Gaines?
Kind of.
But there was also a whole thing as if it were
Right, and there was supposed to be a movie, and it just failed so miserably that it never happened.
That's the.
I liked it.
That's the second class in the branding school.
yeah.
There's just never enough, is there?
It was weird.
Here's Tom with our special guest.
That's right. That's the voice of Greg Warren over there. Hi, Greg.
Hey, Tom.
There's the voice. I recognize.
How's it going?
Good. Greg Warren is on his way to Dayton, Ohio's Funny Bone for some great live shows tonight and tomorrow. And Greg, you can watch him on the TV or on any electronic device. And I mean any electronic device. It's my understanding. If you have a toaster, if you wire it just right, you can watch Greg Warren beginning at 6 o'clock.
That's a misunderstanding.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, that's not correct? Okay, but the special, is it still called Greg Warren the Salesman?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm doing a plug there. Oh, look at this. Uh-oh. I see a cake.
Oh, my goodness. What's this now?
I've got a birthday coming up. And there's a cake right there. I can't see what it is.
Is that hockey pucks?
Oh, it's urinal cakes.
It looks like urine cascading off the urinal.
Isn't that something?
That is
Lovely.
Now, Heywood, you've been to my house. You know there's a urinal in the you can't call it the master bathroom anymore. What is it called?
It's called the slave owner's bathroom.
Oh, thank you. in the slave owner's bathroom.
The primary bathroom.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So that's great.
Yeah, quick note, it's got urinal cakes and there's some sort of yellow fondant on there. I don't know how many people were in the Wednesday meeting this week. If you guys weren't there, Tom casually mentioned, not trying to be funny, I've got a birthday coming up this weekend sometime.
Yeah,
He literally did not
Couldn't remember what
know
day it
which
was.
day
I've been
was
very
his
busy.
birthday.
It's Earth Day. That's how I remember it.
So if you ever forget your birthday, Willie, don't feel bad. He forgets his own.
Dean, what's the writing on that one urinal cake?
One says, "You're in all cakes." So you're in all cakes.
Nice.
One says, what is it? "Stand and spray sanitary saucer."
I like sanitary saucer. Yeah, it does.
That says porcelain pastries.
Nice. Well, thank you very much. What a lovely cake. We'll have to break that thing up
Thank you,
and start
Amy.
eating it.
Anybody else want to jump on my mic? Dean, Heywood. Who else?
Birthday to you.
Come on back in, Heywood. Happy birthday, dear Tom. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank
And
you very
many
much.
more.
Well,
urinal cakes.
Let's be realistic.
Did you see the embarrassment was getting to him? Did you see how he dealt with that? He started directing our singing. Sure. That's the only way he could deal with it. Well, I'm in charge of this.
I'm in charge now.
Ace asked on the air if I, because
if I had a urinal, man, I need some cakes.
Yeah, I don't know if I need them or not.
No.
Because I'm like the only one using it. I'm the only boy living there except one of the dogs.
You just want the good splashback mat.
Okay.
With the spines, I say.
Because we
Is
had
it a floor. Is it a floor length urinal?
No. It's
well.
the floor length urinal. Someone very early on realized that was a terrible idea because you're back spraying all over your shoes.
Yeah, but it's classic though, man.
It is. That's an old school urinal. Yeah.
There's still some at some of the older theaters.
Joe Louis Arena type urinal.
Yeah,
right.
You'll get one of those.
Well, just make sure you take good care of it, because in 6 years after I moved to L.A. and fail, I'm moving right back in, baby. So just make sure you keep it nice and clean.
We have a nice guest room. I know that because I have to shower there at present.
It's my room.
What did Heywood just hand you there, Tom?
Heywood just handed me the correction of.
Gee, I don't know how that could have possibly.
Well, I was in the green room earlier, and he goes, "I really don't know where I am playing tonight."
Yeah, Heywood. So the stuff you sent me yesterday is incorrect. Okay, sorry.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll. No,
I'll look it up.
I know. Good. Can you do that, please? Well, Heywood's somewhere. We'll nail that for you. But right now, I wanted to mention that Mr. Greg Warren is here with us. Greg, your comedy special, once again, Greg Warren, the salesman, is suitable to be viewed by folks of all ages.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It's very funny.
And you guys, both Chick and Josh, were there at the recording in Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. In the meantime, we have Christy Lee at the news desk. I'll look this up, Christy, if you want to get back to some of those news stories that we have missed.
Well, we only have a couple left. SpaceX giant rocket exploded minutes after blasting off on its first test flight.
Whoops.
The company later said multiple engines on the 33-engine booster were not firing as the rocket ascended. The rocket was intentionally destroyed by its self-destruct system, exploding and plummeting into the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, yeah. We did it on purpose. Yeah. We made it blow
we
up.
named it the Twitter.
Yeah. Billed as the biggest and most powerful rocket ever built, the 400-foot Starship was not carrying any people or satellites. The FAA said it would oversee the accident investigation.
No, there wasn't a 12-person team in there.
Good Lord,
Elon Musk's company was aiming to send the rocket on a round-the-world trip from the southern tip of Texas. SpaceX intends to use Starship to send people and cargo to the moon and eventually to Mars.
I like to think as it blew up 100 yards away from the launch pad, Bezos was sitting there twirling his mustache.
Grew a mustache just for this day.
Right.
Next, I'll own the moon.
Well, Elon, do I get my check mark back?
They might want to get this working because NASA's reserved a Starship for its next moonwalking team, and rich tourists have already booked lunar flybys.
Really? So
Yeah.
it was in the air for what, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only moonwalk I want to do is in a dance studio, moving my little feet, freaking out people's minds. Changing the world with my dance moves, Greg.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Scary. Oh, what else you got, Christy?
Turns out a mysterious giant light blue spiral that appeared in the Alaska night sky was caused by a SpaceX fuel dump. The spiral, which resembled a galaxy, appeared in the sky, mixing with the green bands of the northern lights for a few minutes over the weekend. The cause was excess fuel released from a SpaceX rocket that launched from California about 3 hours earlier. Professional photographer Todd Salat, or Salat.
Slat?
S-A-L-A-T, Salat.
Lovely day.
Here comes old Slat.
Maybe Salat.
Salat? Trust me, at first I was totally bewildered, he said. I now know it can be explained with rocket science, but during and immediately after the experience, I thoroughly enjoyed the mysterious feeling of the unknown.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yes.
It looks very much like Starry Night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a swirl way up in the sky, and people had no idea what it was. You could sort of say to yourself, well, the spaceships are coming.
Yeah, it's very
Here
cool.
come the aliens.
Or the angels.
Oh, yeah.
It's got that kind of look, too.
Yeah, calling it a fuel dump. It's kind of unfortunate. I like a big chocolate starfish in the sky.
Dumping all over.
Yeah, okay.
Dump.
Now, we do have Mr. Warren with us, and we need to talk about your special. Some of the topics you mentioned, peanut butter, big topic, and you used to sell peanut butter.
Used to sell peanut butter, yeah, Jif, of course. Yeah.
I'm a loyal Jif fan.
You should be, man.
I have been since a kid. Yeah.
Willie, do you remember the Jif slogan?
Jif, half your favorite sandwich on a nice Saturday afternoon. Jif.
Oh, that was one of them, but it was only
Ace.
Choosing mothers, choose Jif.
That's right. And choosing moms.
Yeah.
More informal than choosing moms, choose Jif. Not all moms.
Choosy.
Let's just say maybe you're a mom who drinks in the afternoon and goes to the casino and forgets to pick up your child from school. If that's the case, by all means, buy Peter Pan. That's a better product for you. Peter Pan, their mascot is a boy who refused to grow up. Maybe He couldn't grow up because he was malnourished because he was eating that garbage peanut butter named after a cartoon character. Peter Pan can fly because he has hollow bones. There's no nutrients in Peter.
Now, you used to sell Jif before you became a comedian.
Yeah,
I have a technical question.
Sure.
Jif is a product from what large company?
Well, it's when I was there, it was Procter & Gamble. They don't own Jif anymore.
Oh, they don't?
Do you know who owns Jif, Tom?
Who?
I do not.
Anybody?
Amazon, Whole Foods?
I don't know. Nope.
Conagra?
Smuckers.
They jelly
I
people.
see what they're doing.
Peanut butter and jelly.
And the United States Congress let this go through?
If they ever get a hold of bread, that will be Sherman Antitrust.
Now, when you were at the aforementioned large company,
Procter & Gamble.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What other main product did you sell other than peanut butter?
Well, there were several. Folgers.
Right.
Oh, I like Folgers.
And Folgers, man, that's the one where... let me just tell you right now, I could jump back into the peanut butter game today. I could get back into peanut butter, and I could be selling, and I could know the price points probably by Tuesday. All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Coffee, it passed me by, man. We didn't have Keurig.
Right.
I would sound like some sort of a oldster if I was, I couldn't say, we had, I don't Keurig, I can get you percolator. It comes in auto drip, a brick pack. I'll get you a brick pack.
A brick pack.
I don't know the coffee business at all anymore.
So you sold coffee, peanut butter, what else?
Sunny Delight.
Oh, Sunny D.
Yeah, Sunny D. Citrus Hill orange juice, which do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great orange juice product. We got our butts kicked in that business.
Really?
That's a hard business.
It was a tough business, but everything that you guys enjoy in orange juice today, we came up with.
Well, I need to see some evidence.
We did. Okay. You remember back used to be a carton of orange juice. A cardboard carton, and then you would open the top, unfold the top, and refold the top.
Right.
And it got all soggy.
Yeah.
It did.
And then somebody put a screw off spout on the side.
Very smart.
Yep.
You're welcome. We did that. Yeah. A plastic jug of orange juice, like a 96 ounce or a gallon plastic jug.
All right.
We did that. Okay. Fortifying your orange juice with calcium. We did that.
Okay.
We
Is
did
it still in business?
No, we got killed. This is actually
well. When we
Tropicana
come back, I want to pick this up.
Yeah.
Because Chick and I have somebody we want to
Minute Maid
teach you right now. I want to talk about security.
Simply Safe.
That's right. Tell me more.
Home security. You do it yourself. You design it yourself. And Simply Safe, of course, is designed with cutting-edge technology and backed by 24/7 professional monitoring. You have an emergency? Well, Simply Safe agents use Fast Protect technology to capture critical evidence and verify the threat is real. Only from Simply Safe, you get priority police dispatch. Simply Safe's 24/7 professional monitoring service costs under $1 a day, less than half the price of traditional home security systems. You can lock and unlock your doors, access your cameras, arm and disarm your system from anywhere. But CNET also named Simply Safe's their editor's choice for 2023. Customize the perfect system for your home, then install it yourself. It all takes just a few minutes. It starts with going to simplysafetom.com. Claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. Go now. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
We're to come back with Mr. Greg Warren, comedian. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't.
The essential.
So we have invited Leslie and Lindsay, two beautiful young women, to volunteer to get a tan. And I believe Leslie, is Leslie ready to come? Oh, okay, here we go. Leslie is, how can I word this? It appears that you have not been in the sun at all.
I'm fair-skinned.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, but you have virtually no tan lines.
No, I haven't been in the sun in a couple
No
weeks.
swimming, no, okay. Very light complected with dark hair. So, Leslie, this is a semi-personal question. when you go on a regular basis, do you go with the bikini on, or do you go
I do not. I wear the paper panties.
Paper panties.
Disgusting. Earlier.
So everybody likes the no tan line look, huh?
It's like a
She
map.
has a tan line. It's just not up top.
I'm a tan line fan. But now,
Noted.
now presumably, then you're going to have a tan line now.
You know, even she's caught on to you.
Yeah.
Even Angie, our guest.
Even our guests are like, yeah,
Noted.
whatever,
Move on.
Tom,
Let's bring in Tim Kavanaugh.
Lindsay is another gorgeous woman. Step right up there, Lindsay.
Come on in. To my office.
She's
wearing a Bob and Tom bikini.
Is that me on your breast?
A Bob and Tom bikini with Bob and Tom on her buttocks. Who is the genius?
I don't know, but
How is she going to get more tan?
she's lightly tan.
she does
now.
have some tan.
So what are you going to do?
Pretty tan.
So what do you do to Lindsay when you're already a little bit tan?
It's just going to enhance her color.
Okay.
It's just going to make her even tanner.
Part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it type 2 peanut goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think he ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids... They spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
A waffle while it was still warm because I wasn't busy staring at gargantuan tatas.
And you didn't slobber in your coffee either. And guys, if you're in a real hurry, be sure and take advantage of our flat as a smorgasbord breakfast buffet. Why not try Pancake Hooters today? You'll see why our hardline policy with our waitress staff is it's either 32A or the highway. Pancake Hooters.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks for joining us. With us in the studio, comedian Billy Gardell, Comedy Central, with a Comedy Central stand-up special. Where'd you film that?
New York, at the Hudson Theater, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was, 2 blocks off of Broadway. And I called my dad to try to share a moment with him.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was a steel worker in Pittsburgh, so I should have known better. I said, Dad, I'm 2 blocks from Broadway. He goes, yeah, well, enjoy it. That's probably as close as you're ever going to get. All right, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks a lot.
Love you, too.
His favorite game to play with me when I'm home is look at the TV star taking out my trash. That's his favorite little game. He loves to show the neighbors. Look, still
Look
takes it to the curb.
Now he can read and types like a secretary.
Yeah, that's what. Now we've got a couple of heads in here that have a lot of skin on them. One would be mine. The other would belong to Clint Howard, actor. Now, are you in every one of your brother Ron Howard's movies?
Oh no, there's been a lot. Actually, the one that stopped the streak was Ransom. And then I wasn't in Beautiful Mind, and I wasn't in any of the Da Vinci Code movies.
Did that hurt your feelings?
Can I say it pisses me off?
Yeah, of course you can.
Sure. Your honesty is wonderful and refreshing.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Well, we're already balls deep into this Friday morning, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey.
As my pastor used to say.
Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold with our special guest.
I'm going to let that just...
Sit there. Yeah.
Can you imagine? Nice to see you all. We're already balls deep into this Sunday morning.
Oh, I thought that referred to the ball pit at the
Okay.
where the kids play in the
Where
ball
were
pit.
we? Oh, I know. We have a special guest in the studio. He is comedian Greg Warren, the man behind the new television special, Greg Warren, the Salesman. When I say television, I mean electronic device. It'll be released at 6 p.m. this evening on the YouTube.
On all the screens.
Nateland YouTube. You'll be able to find it. Just Google Greg Warren. It's easy to spell.
And remember, you can live chat with Greg and Nate Bargatze during the premiere there at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right now, it's time to visit with another comedian who has been reviewing our show all week long. There he is. It's Jeff Oskay. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Well, Jeff.
Oh, man, I'm feeling great today. Happy birthday, Tom. I hope it's a great one. As you mentioned, we give you a lot of the news each week, but we don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we have failed to mention.
Now, here's Jeff Oskay with what you failed to mention news.
Jeff, are you extra nervous this morning because Greg Warren's one of your favorite comedians?
I wasn't, but now...
I'm a big fan of this segment.
Well, I'll ruin that for you, sir. Tom moved into his new house before it was completed. There are still a lot of minor tasks and areas that need completed. What you failed to mention, I talked to his builder yesterday and got a punch list of the things that still need to be completed at Tom's new house.
Okay.
Number one, Tom's shower, as we all know, since he won't shut up about it. Apparently, they need to finish the plumbing for the Perrier water tank. Not for drinking, only for bathing.
I see.
They still need to install the cold stone for the Cold Stone Creamery wing of the kitchen. The toppings bar has been completed for weeks. They're just waiting on the granite to arrive from Italy. Someone needs to finish applying the stars in the upstairs planetarium. The 6 dryers and the laundromat off of the walk-in closet still need hardwired in. We need the fire marshal to sign off on the exhaust hood for the hibachi grill in the informal dining room. Speaking of food, the Maine lobster tank in Godwin's wing still needs filling. The gold leaf application on the dog's bunk beds are only at 80% complete.
Okay. That's a shame.
They still need to raise all the sconces in the garage by 2 feet. All 14 of the equal dispensers in his house still need filled. Number 10 says, buy piranhas for moat and have drawbridge inspected. And Tom, it looks like you still need to hire a barista for the Starbucks off of the living room. Plus, the espresso machine still needs servicing in the basement Starbucks. I'm Jeff Oskay, and this has been the news that we failed to mention.
Jeff Oskay. That's only half true. I told him salt water in the lobster thing. What the hell they're thinking?
You got the new Starbucks all scoped out there that you're going to use now, or?
Closest to your home.
Middle of the day, you
Your
run
new
out
home?
to Starbucks.
This is the farthest I have ever lived from a Starbucks.
I was thinking it might be.
And no drive-through Starbucks.
I can walk to mine.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I don't.
You know, Greg is very similar to you, Tom, in that he's a go-in guy. He doesn't. You prefer that to
never go through the drive-through.
I don't like to go through the
usually because I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, there is one somewhat close, but it's impossible to park. I mean, it is impossible.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, there are a lot of places around here that's impossible
No,
for
but this
you
is
to park.
more impossible.
No, guy, just hit the drive-through. Otherwise, you're going to be
It doesn't-
accosted. You're going to be
This one
accosted
doesn't-
by some
doesn't-
homeless guy trying to make you play chess with them.
It's the place where you and I met the other day. I always go
I
to
choose
that
to
local.
play chess with Leo.
Yeah, so it's good. And I've got to figure out the best way to drive into work. It's being complicated by some road
a little
construction.
short on
Are you going the different way every day?
I'm trying different things.
Timing things out? Yeah, sure.
You got to check it all out, man. I don't know.
Are they short on labor at your Starbucks, Tom?
I don't think so. Why? Is that happening to you?
Every Starbucks I go in, it's like 67 people waiting for their coffee and 2 teenagers running the place. And this was going on the other day. I mean, it's insane. And then there was a manager. He wasn't helping. He was interviewing somebody for quite a while. I finally walked up to him. I was like, hey, I don't know what he's telling you, but look around. You're hired. What could he possibly be asking you? Have you ever stabbed a coworker? Okay. Are you sorry?
Greg Warren's special event begins this evening. He'll be live in Dayton at the Funny Bone. Also, Greg's got this new TV special, as I like to call it, being old school.
Yeah.
It's a video of Greg on stage. Lexington, Chick, and Josh were there. A big thumbs up on the show. It's entitled Greg Warren, the Salesman, and it is released at 6 o'clock this evening. It'll be floating around out there in the world of YouTube. I certainly suggest that you give it a shot. I know I'll try to watch it this weekend.
Yes, do.
And then we were talking about, Greg talks a lot about his career as a salesperson.
Yeah.
Selling for Procter & Gamble. But your big thing was Jif.
Jif peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Then I asked you anything else. You mentioned orange juice.
Citrus Hill. Yeah.
Citrus Hill, which came and went in spite of many innovations.
Yeah, we really paved the way for a lot have people. But
Chick and I have a little orange juice. We were talking about the most obscure references on the show this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There have been some pretty obscure ones. This may take them all.
This is the story of a tank truck express they call the Big O. She hauls Lawson's fresh squeezed orange juice nonstop from Florida.
And this was when we were kids. They had this big tanker truck they'd fill with orange juice, made a real big deal out of it.
They made a huge deal out of it.
And this big tanker truck would be on the road bringing the orange juice to a convenience store known as Lawson's, and they had their own song.
Roll on, Big O. Get that juice up to Lawson's in 40 hours.
Everybody from a certain everyone from a certain era would know that.
I think from a certain region as well. Yeah.
And exactly. A certain. Do you remember there was a time when you'd see people all the time getting on airplanes in Florida, and they'd be carrying these huge bags of oranges?
I don't, but I bet that was the thing.
I remember seeing that in movies or something.
Yeah, or when you would drive to Florida, there would always be the stands, and
yeah, they still have some.
Yeah,
of those, don't they?
They kind of got that orange distribution thing down.
Yeah.
You can pretty much buy oranges at the Arctic Circle now.
We owned
fresh.
We owned Sunny Delight too, and in the orange juice business, like if there's a change in orange commodities, it's a big deal. Like you got to take the price up right away, or you're gonna die. So they had this big national sales meeting about Citrus Hill because the orange juice futures were going up, and they were like, we got to take prices up on Friday. It's going to go up like a lot.
Wow.
This is how you execute it. Here's how much each customer can sell it. We can sell them at the old price to let them get it in and make a little money, and it's just a big thing. And then somebody raised his hand. He goes, is this going to affect the price of Sunny Delight at all? And the guy goes, yeah, the one orange that we use for all of Sunny Delight. Which is an exaggeration. There is some orange juice.
Sure.
There is some orange juice in Sunny Delight, but it's not.
It's not orange juice per se.
It's not
orange drink. Yeah, it is orange drink. It's an orange drink. Yeah.
Sunny D is to OJ as Yoo-Hoo is to chocolate milk. Does that work?
I think that's fair.
I would say that's. I think Sunny D has to say it's less than 5% orange juice.
Sure,
I see. Well, let's move forward here and get less than 5% of our news that we haven't done out. What do you got, Christy?
A federal appeals court overturned the country's first ban on gas stoves.
Good.
Berkeley, California's ban on natural gas, which took effect in 2020, prohibited new residential and commercial buildings from installing natural gas piping in favor of electrical lines.
What about Berkeley's ban on free speech? Have they done anything about that yet?
Maybe that's next. We'll find out.
They have to do this because of the earthquakes and stuff. Josh.
No.
In Berkeley. That's right. The
not- it's
ground
not-
might not go out from underneath them. You don't know.
A lawsuit by the California Restaurant Association claimed the regulation violated federal law that gives the U.S. government authority to set energy efficiency standards for appliances such as stoves, furnaces, and water heaters. And the Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in San Francisco agreed.
So they're fine.
They're fine.
So you can keep your gas cooked up and your gas, whatever you want, hot water heater for now.
For now.
Is crime still legal in San Francisco?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I thought maybe.
Yes,
maybe it was.
They're developing a new flush sidewalk in San Francisco.
Well, they do need that.
Yeah.
That would be something to work on.
Yeah.
Netflix is shutting down its DVD by mail rental service.
Did you know that was still going on, Greg?
I'm a member.
Oh, you get the DVD still?
Is there another way to do it?
The DVD service, which once boasted more than 16 million subscribers.
I loved it.
Plans to mail out its final discs on September 29th.
So that was like in the early 2000s. You'd get like a DVD copy of, say, Crossroads with Britney Spears just sent
A little
to your
later
house.
than that, but yes.
Well, you had a queue, right?
Yeah, you put things in queue.
You put it in your list, and whatever you came up on your next on your list, they'd send you that.
It was great, and it was fast for
But here's
the
the
mail.
problem: you get Crossroads you order that movie, and you're going to wind up with Crossroads with Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, sure. The lesser Steve Vai.
Not that wasn't a fine movie.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
The DVD by mail service still has diehard fans who continue to subscribe.
This is an outrage,
Because
sons of bitches.
They treasure
I got to
finding-
find out who shot JR.
Well, they say you can find obscure movies that you don't really find on video
That's what I
streaming
loved about it.
services. Yeah.
And a lot of people liked it, too, because the special features. You could watch all those on the...
Yeah.
I still say, when this goes under, buy all those DVDs that they're putting out there. They're obviously going to be selling them all, right? Somehow.
Potentially, yeah.
You think so? You think
They'll all show up.
So you want to hoard them? Is that your plan?
Do you think people that have them will just keep them and not send them back?
I'm just saying, I think that 5 years from now, certain movies will no longer be available to stream. They'll be politically corrected out of the universe.
I gotcha.
You know what the number one rented DVD on Netflix was?
Historically? I'm going
Historically.
back.
Probably Crossroads by Ralph Macchio.
No, not Crossroads. The Blind Side.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That is, it's kind of corny, but that is a lovely film.
It is a lovely movie.
Stinks
And
so nice.
Angry Sandra Bullock.
What?
Kind of gets me going. Give me a white lady yelling at me, I'm all in, man. Come on.
All right.
Isn't that kind of like half your life?
He's not wrong.
That's really interesting. That's so.
At least I read that yesterday. so-
Technically,
Yeah.
isn't there one blockbuster left?
I think so.
we had maybe to talk about how it just closed.
Somewhere in Oregon.
It was in Bend, Oregon, and they turned it into an Airbnb. Remember? We talked about this?
Yes, you can sleep with the videotape.
This is kind of interesting.
I bet it's not. I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
Do you want to go ahead and finish?
No, I can't. I have a
There was a
smart
time-
man, smart
you got
guy.
a song from Pat coming up.
There was a time when a lot of people thought that the streaming services and all of the Netflix and Amazon Primes and all of that would make movie theaters go away.
Right.
And that it would push them out. Well, apparently, that's not happening. In fact, Amazon and Apple are putting movies into the theater, taking a different approach, launching on 3,500 screens Ben Affleck's Air, the biggest release ever by a streamer. And that's just a start. Amazon Studios plans to release 12 to 15 movies theatrically every year. So that's kind of cool.
I think technically they still have to be award contenders.
Yeah.
That may change at some point, but currently that's still.
Well, that'll keep theaters in business still.
I don't know how they're going to stay open.
I love going to the theater. Don't you take my theater.
Did you enjoy the popcorn, Christy?
I do enjoy the popcorn.
You do?
Oh,
Yes.
listen to this, Greg.
Me too.
How do you like the popcorn, Christy?
Just plain popcorn.
I'm with you too.
Yeah, that's how I am.
Dry.
Guy goes.
Yeah,
It's not
no
dry.
butter.
It's made it with oil.
Yeah, it's really not dry.
It's very salty on its
It's not like those old hot air popper.
Make
Exactly.
out in the theater with your dry peanut packing popcorn.
Somebody want to make out with me?
We'll try to set you up for that. Right now, it's quiz time. Chick McGee, what is your sleep number bed, sleep number setting?
100, Tom. It's the firmest of all settings.
That's right. Christy Lee, what is your setting, please?
He's wrong. It should be 40.
See, that's the thing. Sleep Number found out that 8 out of 10 couples prefer a different mattress firmness. So Sleep Number, they call them the smart beds because that's a very smart move. Either side of the bed can be adjusted to the firmness level that will appeal to the adjustee. In other words, he's happy, she's happy, he's happy, everybody's happy.
The adjustee, eh?
A lot of things going on with Sleep Number. Lots of different availabilities with respect to some of these beds have a gizmo that'll raise the back, raise the head. I got that thing. That's terrific. Might help with your partner's snoring, among other things. So choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. Get the bed that you deserve, the bed that you can adjust at the touch of a button. And by the way, right now, save $600 on Sleep Number's most popular 360 smart bed. Plus, special financing is available for a limited time. How do you find out? You go to sleepnumber.com/BT show. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. By the way, you will only find the wonderful Sleep Number beds at the Sleep Number store. This very special offer out there right now to save $600 is subject to credit approval. Like I said, get the details. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming right back with our history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Do you wear a thong, Miss Pat? Is you out your damn mind? I have a hard time wiping. What am I gonna put a string back there for? Oh, God. You know what I did just discover? I just discovered the moisture wipes. I had the diaper wipes for grown people.
Of course, I use the wipe.
Yeah.
They're incredible. It's like a shower in the middle of the day. Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so much easier because you know how when you wipe it and the tissue gets stuck. None of that. Everything is smooth.
What the hell? I'm talking about wet wipes.
We're talking about wet wipes. You use wet wipes?
On the baby's ass. I'm an adult. Sorry.
You should get them for the adults. They're great, Tom. I just discovered them. They're great for fat people.
You're getting a text. Well, anything else you'd like to share with us?
I'm going home. I'm going to Goodwill.
Okay.
To shoplift.
All right.
Shoplifting at the Goodwill?
I'm out.
I'm out. Bye-bye.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 Peanut Goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
Hey, hi, this is Tom. Coming up next week in the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedians Tim Cavanaugh, Reno Collier, Brett Terhune, Kostaki Economopoulos, Al Jackson, and Allie Breen with Sexy Time.
That sometimes take forever, and I feel like a workhorse. What should I do?
Just shut up and take it.
That's next week on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
You know, when Esther and I had a big family, we hardly had any time for ourselves, you know. If I could ever just get through the newspaper one time without the kids interrupting, it was a miracle. They always wanted to go somewhere and do something. Well, of course, they're all grown up now, and Esther's dead. I just wish they'd call, just every now and then, just pick up the phone and say, "Hi, Granddad. How are you?" Well, they never call anymore. In fact, they never come by. I just like to see my little daughter, Lucy. Sometimes she just brings the kids over. And Tommy, my son, he never comes over. Heck, I'm just sitting here all alone, waiting for the phone to ring. The mail never comes. I never get any mail. Nobody ever calls me. It's just a terrible thing. That's the way it is, I guess. I'll just keep watching these old soap operas and things.
The telephone. When it rings, answer it.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
Our guest is comedian Tim Northern.
Good morning.
Fresh off of a Star Search.
I'm the product of a biracial marriage. My father was African American and my mother was black.
Wow.
I found out my grandfather was colored. So.
There's been so many different names. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Tim walked in and he said he played golf yesterday at a course near here, and the course is called
Hanging Tree. Played at a course called.
You know, and it's just, I don't know. Tim's a large black man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just.
Yeah, I kept looking for the hanging tree because I wanted to stay as far away from it as I could.
Wow.
Just left me a little uncomfortable.
I went to the course one time. It was closed because they had a blind golfers tournament.
They did?
Yeah, I'm like, can't they play at night?
Sure. What's the difference?
4 a.m.
I never thought of that.
Oh, yeah.
You guys can't see the camera, but Christy just
I have very
like she was
small
getting ready to
hands.
eat a giant Subway sandwich.
Right. Yeah, by the
At
way,
a 60
Christy,
degree
I
angle.
think maybe the reason it's been a while since you had a date is if that's your standard, we're going to need a horse.
No.
Oh, my gosh.
No.
Did you see her hands?
Yeah, she
does very well
like she
for
was
herself.
holding
she was
holding a
about to
football.
drop whatever she was imagining because the grass was so wide.
I was thinking
with
of
her.
a sausage roll.
Yeah.
Well,
Not
okay.
a penis.
Well, all right.
Show us how you hold the penis.
Do the penis hold, Christy.
Now we're going to get arrested again.
That's-
Stop it.
Depends on if it's one hand or two.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and
You could be a winner.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Woo!
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom with our one last visit with our special guest.
Oh, hey, hi. Just looking for something. This is Tom speaking. That's our guest, comedian Greg Warren. Handsome man, single man. Are you technically a confirmed bachelor?
That's code for gay.
Funny he never married.
Gay as a goose.
Clearer than a football bat.
Okay, I'm sorry. The point of the story is Mr. Greg Warren. His new television event is called
Mr. Warren.
Greg Warren, the Salesman. Mr. Warren, I see that you're in a TV event known as The Salesman. That should be, it's 6 p.m. Eastern time. It begins to, as the kids say, drop.
How many people out there were, I'm not going to watch that. Wait a minute. Peter Lorre says it's okay. I'm in.
No, they go, what the hell voice is he doing? Oh, it's on all your screens tonight, starting at 6 o'clock Eastern on YouTube, from Nate Land's YouTube.
Well, Mr. Spade, I spoke to the fat man. He said the Falcon is Oh, sorry. Wrong movie. Ladies and gentlemen, Greg is a fine professional comedian, but as I often say, Greg, even Tiger Woods takes golf lessons occasionally.
Well, not so much anymore. But
What? So it's time for a comedy lesson from Ace Cosby.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Now, Greg, you don't know this, but all week long, Tom has been fascinated by underwear. So I thought this would be a perfect week. Give him a birthday gift of underwear. I asked him, does he wear boxers or briefs? He said, depends.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
You often pee and poop yourself?
Back in the day when he was younger, he'd wear a Tommy G string, and that looked good. But
at 2, Willie.
I'm trying to do something with that, man.
Depends.
You see, implying that I'm somehow incontinent.
I got it, Tom.
Okay. Did you ever fly that airline, Incontinental? All I can say is it was back in the day.
Yeah,
the good news is sit in the smoking section. At least the tobacco got rid of the stench.
Time now for Today in History. Tom?
That's interesting.
April 21.
1816. Charlotte Bronte. Of course, author of the Brontosaurus Diaries.
That's right.
Wasn't
her brother, Bronte Nagurski, isn't that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, geez, he liked that. Okay.
We're going for obscure references today. A Bronco Nagurski reference. Willie, do you have any idea who that is?
No, not at all.
Football player.
Cool. He knocked a horse out one time. He ran off the field and ran into a horse and knocked the horse out.
Chick, is that true?
Everything I can find, it is true.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes,
that's
he was quite the fullback.
The days of the flying wedge.
Nope, that has nothing to do.
Crappy helmets.
Yeah,
no teeth.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1926. Queen Elizabeth II was born.
Oh, two, huh?
Yes. Elizabeth II.
So far, no RSVP to the coronation.
Stuck up.
1947. Iggy Pop. Happy birthday, Iggy.
I love The Passenger. That's great. Lust for Life.
I like Passenger 57.
Yeah.
Always been on black.
Yes.
I heard his name now is Iggy Classic Oldies. Just nothing, man. Come on.
I'm laughing a little.
Oh, you want to find out? You want to go, big guy?
Let's see. Happy birthday, the great Broadway star Patti LuPone. Most famous for what? Evita? And many other things. Happy birthday, Tony Danza. That's not a song. Happy birthday, Tony Danza.
Oh, Angela.
Oh, wait a minute. That's Tiny Dancers.
Moaner.
Yeah, very.
Mona.
That was good.
Chick's going to be mad at me.
Angela.
Mona was a little spicy.
Yeah. Oh, Catherine Hellman. Yeah.
Oh, God, that craggy old.
You stop it right now.
1958. Brace yourself, Chick. Happy birthday, the delightful and talented Andie MacDowell.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Can single-handedly ruin any movie she's in.
Are you kidding me, man?
And no personality.
4 weddings and a funeral.
Look, I love all the movies she's in. She's not very good.
She's great, man.
How is she an actress?
Oh, wait a minute. I was thinking of Roddy McDowell.
He's
By the
beautiful.
way,
Yes,
and he is was a confirmed bachelor, even in spite of the weddings. And let's see, Rob Riggle, the great comedian, 1970. Happy birthday,
Marine. Marine.
Yeah, terrific service.
Badass.
This is sad. And 1865, Abraham Lincoln's funeral train leaves Washington.
How did he die? Natural causes?
No, it derailed in Ohio.
Oh. Whoa. Wow, we found something not funny and really made it not funny.
Sorry. 1918. Oh, this never happened in the song. The Red Baron killed in action.
Yeah, you don't hear about that part.
That what is it? Snoopy and the who was that?
Forget.
Remember that song?
Snoopy and the Red Baron by the Royal Guardsmen.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, the Bloody Red Baron.
I love that song.
Pizza commercial.
In 1963, Pat, the Beatles and the Rolling Stones meet for the first time.
And they had a gangbang that went down in history. Man, oh man. Yeah.
Walker, in 1993, the television program with Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger debuted.
There's a new one, isn't there, Ace?
Yeah, it's just called Walker.
How is it?
What an abomination.
And it's a female, right?
No, it's his family.
Yeah, some girl.
Well, he shows up occasionally. He shows up most of the time, Josh, using his walker.
Yes. Walker with tennis balls, Texas Rangers.
Time now for things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show today. We opened with the white trash noise machine. Behind the scenes, that's one of our favorites ever.
I don't care for it. Racist.
Tom, now the official counter is up and running. He's bumped into a lamp at his new house 4 times now.
4. Slammed into it with my face.
Man, that sucks.
I was bleeding profusely.
And you did curse, right?
Oh, yeah, but I did not drop the 3 iced teas and the chicken salad I was carrying.
This is really great iced tea, Stacy.
You hear that?
Yeah, well, that's good.
Josh likes the way Tom says Sasquatch. How do you say it?
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. Yes.
Sasquatch.
Yes.
Christy has a gala tonight.
The Ivy League Sasquatches.
Christy has already left for her gala. I'm not sure what's going on there. Greg Warren, the salesman, tonight, 6 o'clock Eastern on YouTube. Google his name and Nate Bargatze. It's on.
Watch it this weekend. My gosh.
Watch it.
For all, by the way, suitable for all ages.
Yes, it is. And it's very funny. Edgy, even though it's clean.
Thanks, Josh.
We debuted, certainly I hope it's not just because it's Tom's birthday show, we debuted fabulous Little Dickie Mango.
That was great.
Was that fun? I was out getting donuts. I didn't see
We're all looking
You need more? Yes, it was very fun.
It was good.
Come on.
Well,
it is sad that you missed it. In fact, we never got a chance to thank Little Dickie for coming in.
We're all looking forward to Big Dick and Little Dick doing a duet together. We can't wait.
I think it'll be great. Thank you very much.
A double penetration, if you will.
And I don't think we cannot stop the show without all of us remembering the way Warren laid down at Northern Iowa.
Oh, man.
Just an awful performance.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
North Iowa, right?
Embarrassing.
Yeah, Northern Iowa.
Oh, wow. Every time I see a dead deer in the road, I go, look at that deer. It's laying there like Greg Warren. On the wrestling mat. Yeah, just pathetic. Yeah, call animal control. Got to get Warren off the mat. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.